streams, because that's like, I know even if I type something, you'll just get lost in this barrage of other people just spamming emotes and stuff.
Yeah.
Dear. Adjust volume because I worry people might be quiet. Well, no, now you're muted. And there we go. That's
No,
to
do not
normal,
mute
full
me.
Volume.
I will cry.
Yeah, it looks like we're live. So, to anybody that may be in the chat room that I can't see because my thing hasn't updated, welcome once again to the adventures of Tempest Hostis in the long slumber, deep down.
We join, I'm Trumpet Hero.
With the motorbikes.
With the motorbike in the background. It's it's dragons. That's what dragons sound like in my world. Just a very low hum.
Dogma and Kralen's pictures are switched round. Don't know if you've noticed.
They are, aren't they? Why did that happen? Okay, yeah, let me just adjust that. Also, there's a good chance for... Kralen will be joining us, but he's a little bit late. So, why is everyone... Huh. Right, hold on then. Edit scene. Right, you into there. Dogma up to there. And now I'll have to adjust the Kralen cam so that is... Well, I'll hide that for now. No, that's not what I've done. That didn't work at all. I've just fiddled around and ended up with the exact same results. Kralen cam. Right, put you up there for when Tom gets in. That's right. That's good. Awesome. So let's play some music. People have to tell me like in the chat if it's too loud or too quiet. I also may just shut my window because apparently it's that time of day where everyone just wants to ride motorbikes everywhere. You're looping. You're playing. Good. That was good.
Is it? Have I broken it?
Maybe. You may have to check
No,
your individual sound settings in
Oh,
20.
There we go.
I hear it.
Yep.
I hear it too.
In the Shadows by Tabletop Audio.
It's loud as fuck, I need to make it quieter.
Because we got bored of,
I needed to turn mine up because it was quiet.
Yeah, that's why I said it's in each person. Because we got bored. I got bored of Together Tube just no working.
Yeah, constantly.
Music's a bit loud, according.
It says that music's a bit loud.
Touch
Okay,
TV.
I'll try and adjust that. Where's the boot on?
Oh yeah, I do have some J. Let's see, Mr. Toxic Hazard.
Yeah, Tugs, welcome to the chat. You'll just have to keep me posted on if this music gets too loud. Golbadine? Is that any one of us?
It's me!
Oh, Golbadine, welcome, Golbadine. You're there. Okay, so, who would like to do a quick recap for the session? My mic is too quiet. I'm not sure if there's much I can do about that, except talk a little bit louder.
Scream!
Scream if you want to go faster, baby.
I vote not me because I'm just awake.
You're just awake. Yeah, we'll give you a pass for this one. Cool. So, and obviously, Dotma, Chris, because you weren't here last session. So, Whatgar and Kronk, between the two of you, let's see what you want to do.
Ah, crap.
We've not heard one from Whatgar for a while, so what does Whatgar know about what has happened previously? Well,
just give me a second, just let me
no
remember.
worries, no worries. I'll see if I can pump my microphone up a little bit.
I remember now. Okay.
Let's do that.
We were just getting ready to hit the head and that little ledge next to the
Pay
door.
for yourself, some of us were sleeping.
Well, we were getting ready. But I was getting ready, though. The tall, beefy one was already slumbering when we got attacked in our sleep by some sort of possessed demon type thing. I believe they are cultists.
Me.
Again, we have cultists. The bane of my existence.
The greatest evil ever. Cultists.
So we fought them off. I got a little bit more hurt, but it wasn't too bad. We finally dusted them off, but quite honestly, they weren't that big of a problem. The biggest problem was we were really tired. We were getting really tired. So we finally got that shot eye we were hoping for. But what happened was what happened was I woke up quite ill, and I swear something is sapping my stomach. I'm not feeling all too great. Let's see what happened.
What? You mean you're not usually this weedy?
Oh no! I usually feel this. I feel worse than I usually do. It's like I had like 3 barrels of beer, and like the next morning,
Well, I can help you out there, sir. But if you're not feeling good, shouldn't you like see a cleric or something?
oh
what the
We have
party
to
would
go-
do for a cleric.
Yeah.
And the problem is we can't really do anything right now. We have to hurry up and defeat this. What's it call it? In this vault of doom.
I saw a rather
For the
scary
doom.
one. Rather
that was
that.
very groundskeeper Willie.
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
Yeah, that's basically events. Yeah.
And
Yeah, just,
I can't really remember why we actually went back to this room. Oh yeah, because Dogma was not there. Bastard.
yeah, you got back after your rumble with the demon,
the raggy elf got kidnapped or something.
and he wasn't there.
Aye, he was gone when. Maybe he's a bloody elf, so maybe he switched to some fable or something like that.
Well, at least he left us the key. Come on, let's go see if we can find him. It
Aye.
can't be that hard to find. How many elves did you find with a moose?
All right, yeah, that's inspiration for the two of you, working together.
you. Thanks, Martin, for helping me.
Pretty much that was the majority of last session. It was just a very big fight with a very powerful spellcaster, very powerful demon, but
Oh
you
yeah, the
fought
spellcaster
through.
was an ass.
Yeah,
Spellcaster was such
high
an
level
ass.
spellcasters,
Fireball, fireball.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you, as you said, you traversed back through one of the black gates that you'd found to one of the original areas, tracking very hard to find tracks of what you imagine were probably Dokma and the horned friend Prongs. And you'd just gotten in and looking out down the stairs back into the main room. It didn't seem that you could see too much of any real activity. There isn't much sound other than the light crackling of flames from the torches. The gentle echo as you sort of step around. You can hear your footsteps just gently echoing off some of the stonework.
Hey, what? There's some dead guys around here that we didn't crush. I was looking forward to meeting them again. Now
This
they
was
sort
the
of
place of the vampire, wasn't it?
poke around the room.
Aye.
I forget his name.
Yeah, and them cops is men, something like that. Dead guy, point your teeth.
Close enough.
The Vampy Man. The man with the
The
teeth.
Vamp Man. V-Man.
The Vamp Man.
V-Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, what's everyone doing?
Well, Naraman will take out his sling of meteors and just hold it at the ready. Just like
Okay.
walking forward like a small
feeling
child.
feeling
Vodka
magic.
is also taking it a bit slowly, but has a shield raised and his Mercy's bite ready.
Okay. As you start, you Wotgar, and Naraman as well, you seem to be at the front of the party, start traversing forward. You hear a few footsteps coming from your left-hand side. Faint footsteps and gentle clopping sounds like hooves.
Either we've
I
found
hear-
Santa
I
Claus
hear
and his
hooves.
reindeer, or that's that raggy elf Dotma. Come on,
Oh,
let's go
it could-
see. And I'll dash
Or
down the
it
block.
could be a hoof demon.
Not a hooves demon.
Oh,
Jesus.
good! I really hope it is a demon, and I'll like crack my knuckles as I'm going down the stairs.
And as
Dotma!
Dogma,
Where'd
you
get off
stride down the stairs just as you hear Kronk saying, "I hope it's a demon," and cracking his knuckles.
No, Dogma, not the same way.
Dogma is a Pokemon now.
Krog, I'm no demon. You don't need to crack your knuckles at me.
Well, I don't know what to say about that. But I suppose it's good. Where you been? Did you get some shut eye?
Well, yes, as we were going off to fight, well, as we got rested, I got taken by a group of, I don't really know what they were really, but they managed to capture me and take me away, but they came through here with me and...
Wait a minute. They let you go? And I'll start looking around suspiciously.
You don't notice any it doesn't look like there's anything around here really. You maybe see a bit of moved dust and sort of that sort of thing, but there's not really much around here. It's very similar to how it was when you previously were in here, except obviously without the crowing of some bird demon down in the pit, which you remember to avoid going too close to it unless it pulls you in.
Well, I don't see no one, and I've got eyes like an eagle. So, you better not have killed them all without us.
I definitely didn't kill them, but I can tell you who did.
What?
It's the vampire we met here earlier.
Point Thief, I remember him. Like
I
a
told you
steel
he was a
trap.
friend. Told you he was a good man.
He saved my life. And without him, I would surely be dead now.
Well, Doctor, this is where I get to do a very particular dance. It comes from my family, of the Naravan peoples. It kind of goes like this. Told you so. Told you so. Told you so. No.
I know that's not the
That's
point.
quite catchy, that. Does it
I
have
know that's not the
steps?
point, but I can't really. I shudder at the thought of there being more than one of you. No, man. That seems like a very scary thought to me.
Well,
And one day you'll meet the rest of us, dear.
But in order of him saving me, I had to make a deal.
Did he bite you? Are you okay?
Alright.
Darwin's gonna go over this kind of like inspect his neck.
Yeah, give me an
Do any- that-
give me an investigation
that
check.
weird True Blood thing. You're having wet dreams of him now. Ooh. Have we seen True Blood? No, just
Yeah, I have
seen
seen
True
True Blood.
Blood.
Okay.
Not enough of it to know too much about what's going on.
I've watched
but,
every episode.
nice. So I'm having strange dreams. Let us know.
Going over sort of around the sort of the neck and the face area, it's he just sort of more looks himself. Doesn't seem to be any sort of discoloration to his skin or certainly no marks or any marks of any like teeth or anything.
Check the moose. Check the moose. Vampire's moose.
I mean, it's the moose. You need to check prongs there. It's gonna go over just almost like very gently just grab the horns, just to tilt the head a bit, look open the mouth.
Prongs is very confused when you start sort of opening up the mouth, but understands that you're a friend.
Like bend down and start examining Dogma very closely.
Yeah, Vodka also just grabs him by the grabs Dogma by
Jesus.
by the scruff of his neck, and they just pull him down and sort of very
What are you
roughly
doing?
examining his neck.
Get off me! Oh God, Kronk, Narvin,
Well,
Do this
Get
because
off
we
me.
love you, dear.
he doesn't look dead. Welcome back. And I'll
Yes,
hold my
welcome,
hand
dear.
out.
So wait, what was this deal then? What did you promise him?
Oh, when we first came here, he asked for some help.
Yes, and then you all left.
He wanted to escape
It's a good idea. Yes.
So he agreed to after a long time with him and arrest him, I told him while we were down here, and he agreed to help us. And then in order for him to get was it get out? Did he want to get out?
He just well, I mean, you know why what he wanted you for. I'll
Yeah.
say that.
Yes, he just wants out of this place. He's been down here far too long. He says he just wants rid of this place.
Them deads are quite tricksy folk. You sure he ain't playing yet?
Well, I don't know, but he's told me of a secret passage not far from here.
Ooh!
To see, Tarolvar?
Tarolvar, yes.
Tarolvar. He's a lich.
Wait,
Generally,
what?
Yeah,
liches
that was
are evil.
yes, that was the one that sent those people that when we were fighting last night. He was the one who sent those folks after us.
Yeah, at the
Yes.
at the mention of Tarol Va, you're like, yeah, we've heard that name
I
before.
owe him a bit of diplomacy.
Well,
Yes.
I've been told where his quarters are exactly in this prison.
Oh, fantastic.
I also found out that with liches, their souls are kept outside of the body in something called a phylactery.
Ooh, that's kinky.
A
Phylactery.
factory. Right, got it.
So
I
basically,
think isn't that like a little bottle or something like that?
No, it's like a big place where they make stuff.
it's like a
From what you know of what SM told you, they can generally take the form of any sort of small trinket. They're generally sort of smaller, so they may be like a box, sometimes a gem that they kind of put their essence into, but generally sort of small personal trinkets which are easily hidden, hidden away or kept on the person without much being seen. Basically something small that the Lich would be able to hide easily.
And he also told me that with obviously his soul not being in his body, even if we kill his body, it will slowly regenerate until we get to the soul and destroy the soul itself.
Wait, we got something to kill that comes back once you kill it.
Over time,
Yeah.
yes.
Rocketics, I don't know, were the scariest things.
But the reason
Tarol
That's it.
Va.
Tarolvar.
You can shorten it to Tarol or Va if you want
Yeah,
to.
sorry, Tarolvar.
the reason
Towel bar.
Tarol
the
Va.
reason Tarolvar was here is his first point was to actually protect the entrance of the Doom Vault, defending the original entrance to the Doom Vault. And unfortunately for him, he failed and is now kept in prison till Zastan decides what to do with him.
Did you say why he's sending Evies after us?
You don't know. You know that liches are evil, so it's fairly simple to surmise that if the lich, if Va knows you're around, he may send things to you.
Yeah, we did have that one skeleton thing that was like, I see you, spooky. Maybe it was him who saw us and sent some people after us. Almost like a player redemption, almost. Like, look, I killed people, save me.
If you get out the map of this place, I can show you where this shortcut is, and I can show you where his quarters are.
Ah, fantastic, yes, let me pull up my map.
Pull out.
Alright, I got a bit of paper. Here it is. Hang on.
Yes, well, if you see where we are in the abyssal prisons,
Hold on,
Yes,
if I put the map up and I can circle for people in the stream. Carry on.
if you go to the right slightly, you got the long rectangle room with 3 circles in it.
Oh, and the red thing. Oh, wait, no. Don't mind me.
Not the red thing, the one above it.
Yeah, got it.
And keep going across till you get to a little rectangle room with like 2 little stumpy outfits at the bottom.
Those are the exact words I used.
yeah, no.
There's a room rather close to it, but it doesn't connect. Well, there's a secret passage on that doorway which connects us to that room.
Ah, sneaky buggers.
And once you go through there, you come down into the abyssal gates, where there's a big, is it hexagonal room?
Yeah, hexagonal sort of shape.
Multiple circle rooms. If you go through there, there's like a cross just below it. There's like 2 corridors in a cross shape with a little square room attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his quarters. That's where he resides.
Oh, wait. He's being
Right.
kept where he sleeps. That's rather comfortable. Almost like Lich House arrest. Only like a little bracelet that keeps him in check.
But I've been told that his
Has to be.
soul,
It has to be in by 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's but his soul is stored in the phylactery vault where Zastan resides.
Oh shit, so we can't really go in there, can we?
But we could, because we could kill it. He's not going to come back straight away. It takes some
Yep.
time to regenerate.
Well, are we really going to want to have to fight one lich and then immediately fight the head honcho right after?
The phylactery vault is quite a way away from his quarters. I can't imagine it's going to be walking into each other, one room after another.
Well, you were told about the getting into the Phylactery Vault is actually quite difficult and involves the disruption of gates within the Temples of Extraction, which is kind of the central area to the Doom Vault. And the trouble is getting into the Temple of Extraction itself.
But he also warned me of, in the corridor just outside his quarters is a trap to stop anyone going in or him leaving. I don't know what the nature of this trap is, but there is one.
Well, we want him dead, right? Or are we going to go and diplomacy him?
I don't think liches do diplomacy.
Yeah, diplomacy maybe
well,
is a sword in the neck.
Then wouldn't it be quicker to go and kill his factory so he ain't going to come back? That way we don't have to get past the trap and we don't have to diplomacy him, because he don't do diplomacy.
Well, how long does it take for him to come back? What does Nariman may be able to know about how long it takes to get back?
Give me an Arcana check.
Whip. Whip.
18 can take anywhere from a day to about 10 days or so. So it can be a quick. It generally sort of depends on the manner of how the lich was sort of destroyed. Whether it's if it was like a super bad death. But yeah, it's kind of hard to pinpoint. But generally between.
It's all right. It was only a light death. I'll
Yeah.
be back tomorrow.
Flesh wound, dear.
I'll be back at work.
Light death.
Back at work on my feet. I just got a sick note. Yeah, basically it's between sort of 1 and 10 days.
Okay. Well, from what I remember, it's going to take about 1 to 10 days for a lich to return after death. It depends on, how much of a bad death they have, really. Then,
I hoped you'd maybe say it better than I did.
It's Nariman, he would say it worse.
But I definitely think it's worth going through. I mean, it gets us into another area as well.
Yes, they wouldn't really expect us there, especially sort of, he sees us, and now we're going to walk up to him and have the very good moment of going, yes, well, I see you, motherfucker, and then we punch him right in the face.
No,
If we leave him alive, he's only going to keep sending people our way.
Exactly.
At least if he's dead for a brief moment of time, we can make haste without someone watching us, so to speak.
You also remember, Dogma, that there was a particular item that he had which would be helpful in getting to the Phylactery Vault. I definitely told you, it's more whether you remember.
No, you didn't.
Right, okay, I'm fairly sure I did, but basically, Tarolvar is one of the people who has a glyph key to enter the Temples of Extraction, which is the central place that you can only enter by use of black gates and the glyph keys that are attuned to those zones. There are very few people in the Doom Vault who possess the keys. You imagine that they're very high-ranking individuals.
Oh yes, I almost forgot to do. He has a gift key to get us into the Temple of Extraction.
And well, now we have to kill him then. Just sorts it.
Well, that makes more sense.
That bit almost slipped my mind. I do apologise.
Also, I don't want us to forget we got another secret passage. Remember, back in the puddles.
Oh yes, we had to. Where was it? We could take a path to. I swear I wrote it down in my
Golem Labs.
journal.
I think it was Golem Labs.
I had the Golem Labs. Then we had the conditioning place.
There wasn't a secret. I don't think, if I remember correctly, it wasn't a secret passage into the Golem Labs. I think that was just you can walk into
Normal
that place.
Yeah.
The secret passage gets you into the halls of conditioning area of the
right.
of the abyssal prisons. Sorry, yeah.
Well, thank you.
No, that's fine.
So yeah, I'll put it out on the map, and it sort of leads into the area south of the red squiggly room.
Yes.
But I think we should definitely go confront this person before he sends more people towards us.
Right, so we can get in there through 2 secret passages. I like it. Cunning.
But we will not have the element of surprise, as he is in one room and there's only one way in that room. And
However, I have got a question. What's his men, the vampire guy, what's he got to gain by having this guy dead? Because it seems to me like they're both pointy toothies, dead people, and I don't get it. Why are they killing one another?
Well, I don't
Well,
really have the
well,
time to
one's
explain.
trapped
We had
One is trapped in here and one's out. You know, because blood is a lot freer in the free world.
Yes, I suppose that is true. I think. Hang on, I'm having a psychic moment. Our blue friend has just arrived.
You know, a message from the ether.
Giant blue thing!
Kralin, dear,
Big
you're
blue.
awake.
Yes, sorry about that.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Okay.
I don't know what happened there.
It's okay. Kralin, dear, I'll fill you in. We have Dogma back and Prongs. They're both not bitten by a vampire. They made a deal with Isim, and now we're going to go hunt down a lich that has one of the glyph keys that would help us get into the phylactery vault, which is where the big bads and all the everyone other liches keep their souls hidden, because they keep them in phylacteries, like little jars of gems, which is their soul. If you kill the lich, then they come back to life after like 1 to 10 days. So we're going to go kill him. Did you get that, dear?
And there's a factory involved somewhere too.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely a factory.
Killing more people?
It's,
No,
he's
he's
already
already
dead.
dead.
It doesn't count.
Yeah, he's already
Unless he's a
dead.
bastard. He's the one who keeps sending people after us.
we're going to go fight someone that's a lich, and what that means is his soul is trapped in a. It's not trapped. His soul is no longer in his body. So when we kill his body, it will slowly regenerate over time, unless we get to his soul, which is under lock and key in the phylactery vault.
But
That's
there's
what I
something
said.
fishy going on here, because the dead guys are killing the other dead guys, and one of the dead guys is sending people to kill us dead, even though he's a prisoner, and it isn't his men who's... I'm confused.
You've got to remember, he was the one that was originally guarding the entrance to this place, and we're intruding.
So he fucked up.
True.
And he messed up. That's why he's
Wait.
in prison.
So, the guy we're going to go on diplomacy, he was supposed to be guarding this room where that guy was with the teeth.
Yes, somewhat, yes. And that's the
Onward
gist
we'll
of it.
go then.
Yes, let's go have a good old chat with our dear friend.
Nariman,
Yes, my dear.
as you're having this conversation, you feel almost a slight warm sensation coming from wherever you currently have the deck of many things stored. You just feel a sensation that something may be happening soon. There's a warm sensation. You remember the one card that you pulled, and there's just
Yeah.
this almost sort of just sense of foresight that the deck is beginning to unfold, whatever may have happened.
Dear, I will ignore this feeling and not tell the others. They'll get worried.
Nothing happened. Yeah. Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
going to start heading off towards.
Everyone that may have noticed, like, Norman just kind of goes, someone's walking on my grave.
Any more time.
Okay, so
Let's be on.
Dear, don't stand there. I'll fall into the pit again.
Oh, wait for me.
Come on, dear. Keep up, dear. Norman's like just clip-clopping away.
okay, yeah, you all start setting off. Dokma, as I'm just going to move you back a little bit because you would have noticed this a little bit before getting to where you were.
Hello.
You hear the footsteps of. No, hold on. One. Three. You hear 3 pairs of footsteps and 5 shadows that seem to be sort of walking in your direction, coming from this area.
Quick, get back, there's people coming.
Oh, shit. Trot back up here. Is there like a wall? Is this a wall here?
No, that's just the stairs going down.
Come back to the black gate.
I'm just going to sort of.
You and Kronk just kind of immediately huddle together in the exact same spot.
And I'm going to sort of just myself like sort of just try and peek like round the corner if I can. Like,
Yeah.
see if
All right.
Norman's doing the same thing with a slingshot, like.
Okay, the two of you give me. So you're trying to remain hidden, but
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to peek
gonna
around.
try and
Okay,
remain, but
the
see
two
what
of you then want to give me just a stealth check first.
Booyah! 12.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you sort of sneak very much like in that cartoon style, just like boop, Dogma's head, boop, Nerman's head. You peek your head around the corner, and you see a small group of individuals walking your direction. I will put tokens out. If you give me 2 seconds. We need.
Narraman, what do you see?
What do your elf eyes see?
Oh, sorry, I held the wrong button down. I'm waiting for it to load in. Don't worry, dear. It is for my eyes to adjust.
Come on, no, not that one. Why are you not adding these things in when I say... There you go.
There's some scary
And
wibbly bubblies around.
where's the other one? The scary oobly booblies.
Scary.
Norman just holds up like a wooden sign, like, yikes!
Yeah, it
I
looks
like Yogi
right.
style.
Okay, this
I just hold up a sign that says shh.
well, not working.
So what?
This is where I go zoinks and jump into your arms.
Like,
Oh no, there shouldn't be that many of those. Yeah, you see. Row. Yeah, you see a group of individuals who seem to be walking your direction. In the front, there appear to be two humanoids, quite tall and sort of slender in like the lower section, but the upper section seems to be quite thickly built. And they look like humanoid in shape, but like they're almost made out of like possibly some sort of like whitish, greyish kind of stone. The chest and head section seems to be like impaled with sort of what look like shards of the same sort of material that they're currently wearing. In each of their hands, like wielded in both of their hands, are these long, thick, gnarled-looking, pointed, what looks to be some sort of essence of a sword of some description. It's got in like 2 hands, striding in front of it. In the middle of the go to the back one. So the back of the pack, there are 2 again similar humanoid-looking. They look kind of skeleton-y, but like the bottom half kind of just falls away into like fog, cloud, and smoke. The whole entity of the creature is just almost like it's there but not there at the same time, just like made up of like shadows and smoke and fog, but you can see a pair of bright white, what you assume are probably eyes, just sort of staring down in your direction. And in the middle of the group, you see a small looking humanoid. Looks to be wearing a long length dark ragged cloak. Looks like it's been damaged very severely at the bottom. Kind of like a leather sort of chest piece on it. It's got a sword in like a holster, and staring you now in your direction. There's just these piercing dark eyes. The pupils and the eye itself looks just to be a black. You almost just stare endlessly down like a hole, and just this sort of greenish sort of fiery smoke just seems to sort of slowly linger up from the eye section. You recognise this individual. Definitely different looking from how you originally noticed this person. Looking at the facial features of this humanoid, you can sort of see some of the way the features are laid out. You picture a halfling, a bright smile, unkempt, messy-looking hair. You know, rosy red cheeks, bright and colourful clothing, happy to help out his friends. But looking at this creature, you know that this is your friend. And he's just looking at you. This is Gardo.
Gardo!
Aaron, is that Gardo?
That's Gardo, dear, but...
Who's Gardo?
Gardo's a friend, dear. He was a good friend, but why is he with evil thingies?
Do we step out? Do we? I don't like the look of him now.
It seems to be, as you sort of notice it and then kind of pull yourselves back in to avoid being seen too much, it definitely looks like he's sort of heading, well, the group seems to be sort of heading slowly, purposefully in your direction.
They're coming our way. Now, we have to be quick. What should we do?
It's Gardo. It's our friend. But why is he here?
Well, if he's a friend, we should go say
I'm just
hello.
gonna,
Well, Naraman, be ready to act.
and I'm just gonna step out.
You hear,
and go.
you hear a few more footsteps of the creatures taking
I'm
a few
literally
more
just gonna
steps
step
closer.
out and go.
Time to see how you treat your friends.
Gardo, is that you?
Where is Nariman? You see Gardo, the voice, the mouth opens up and speaks out. It's almost like there's like a hint of Gardo's original voice in the background, but something was speaking over the top, which just seems to almost be overpowering him at this moment. Where is Nariman?
Naraman's not with us at the moment. He's gone back to speak to the Red Witch. I can't remember her name.
We'll just say that you remember her name. If you want to throw me a deception.
Naraman is going to. What is my class abilities again? I'm busy panicking. It's fucking Gardo. Bend luck.
Okay.
Too late for that. I'm already going to do it. Roll 1d4. 1d4. That's 2 sorcery
I
points.
knew something bad was gonna happen to Gardo. Assholes should have just
Okay.
stayed home.
So was that a 3 plus the 4 for the bend luck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost completely disregarding what you'd said about where Nariman was. I know he's here. Bring him forward.
I ain't bringing any of my friends forward.
And with that, I just sort of pull out the bow and just sort of aim it in a direction.
Okay.
Don't come any closer, Gardo.
Why
Just
don't
not-
you want to go say hi to your friend?
He seems a bit. If you not hear the tone of his voice, he sounds really scary. What happened to him? He sounds evil.
Nariman!
He might sound
You
like
hear him
oh,
shouting. Face me!
Can I diplomacy him now?
And you see
Yeah,
from where you are, Dotma, you can just sort of see just shouting. There doesn't seem to be any sort of outward-looking rage, but you can definitely get the sense from his voice. There's just almost this kind of, like I said, it's the hardest thing is that this is a person that you were very close, very friendly with, who is now just speaking with almost just this deep hatred.
What do you want with Naraman?
He is my enemy, nemesis. What he's done to my family, to those I know, cannot go unchecked. Nariman, bring yourself forward. I know you're there.
What did you do?
Naraman steps out, just like walks in front of Dokma with his arms held out.
Let him
What
get
the
a little
fuck is
closer.
wrong with you, Gardo, dear?
As you step forward, you see once again, Gardo at this point has stepped forward slightly. Give me a perception check. And actually, I tell you what, give me a perception check and a what would this be? Give me an Arcana check, I think.
Arcana.
Yeah.
Right, I would like to use Tides of Chaos on one of those, but I wouldn't know which one. Am I able to choose which one?
I would say whichever one. Yeah.
I would like it to be Arcana.
Okay.
So I'll do a regular Perception, and then Arcana with advantage because of my thingy.
Oh, can the stream not see the rolls?
So you're on the
Oh, so I am. My bad. That's better. Okay. Good job. Okay, so you were using your Tides of Chaos on the Arcana.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the? Oh, is that sorry? Does that just give
Oh,
you? The...
sorry, yeah. It gives me advantage.
Okay,
Tides
brilliant.
of Chaos, sorry.
That's fine. You probably needed it with
Yeah.
the 4.
Oh,
looking at the figure of Gardo in front of you, he looks very similar in the garb that he's wearing. It's completely different to what you originally saw him in. He looks to almost be like a dark sort of dusted sort of coat. There seems to be a sort of a wrapped around almost like a leather strap around the chest, and there seems to be a book hanging at the side. noticing the book and sort of going over the things that you know, something twigs. You've owned a similar book in your life, and you know why someone would have a book of that sort of nature. Thinking back in your mind, you begin to think things through. You see flashes of dark black pillars, endless just plains of green, and a single entity in the background, almost just for a split second, that you recognise. This is Cthulhu's work. Cthulhu has affected him somehow.
Like, as,
You know,
like,
you notice the book, and you remember, I used to have one like that in your
Mara's
previous
kinda like-
life.
Mumbles back to Dokma. Cthulhu has him now.
Like, as like I was gonna say, as like.
And as this is going on as well, the deck of cards wherever you got it stored seems to as well just be almost just like scorching at this point, but not like hurting you. Just you're aware that this is possibly to do with the magic of the deck of many things.
Like, at this point, I've like sort of stepped forward. I'm not in front of Nariman,
Yeah,
but I'm
well,
like.
you're still currently
beside-
like on the steps, but
Yeah.
Let
I'm
him get a little closer.
Nariman says to Dokma just quickly, I did this. It was a deck of many things. When I drew it, the card disappeared and nothing happened. This caused it. I caused him whatever happened to him.
you admit your deeds, Naraman. Face me now, your friends. They mean nothing to me. I require your sacrifice.
What happened, dear? Tell me everything.
I've seen you slaughtering my family, the friends I had. I don't know how you did it, what happened. It was you, I saw your face.
Do you know me? I wouldn't do that.
Don't lie to me, Naraman! And you see his hand just sort of flare up in a familiar greenish sort of purpley
With that,
flame
I draw
almost.
my bow, like I can pull an arrow back.
Yeah, you pull it back even further.
Like just.
At this point, you get the fact that he's not
look. Something.
Yeah, you get the fact that that Gardo is not
actually.
paying any attention to anything other than just staring down with a deep intent towards Nariman.
Okay, as I sort of do, I notice like the rest of like our team moving slightly.
Yeah, you get the
Rush
sense that people are kind of now starting to sort of come around and see sort of what's going on, hearing the sort of the shouting voice of Gardo. Yeah, Kronk and Kraylin. Obviously, you've never heard this voice before, and the pigeon sort of hearing the voice is just terrified at this point. Just you can hear it just sort of like rattling around in her plate mail.
with hearing like them come out, I'm gonna go
Gardo, I'm sorry for this.
and just release the arrow.
Okay, make me an attack roll. Make me an attack roll. Okay, as you fire off the longbow, it just seems almost with like a supernatural just dodges out of the way. It just narrowly misses him and sort of pings against the back wall. If that is your fate, your friends will feel my rage. Firing a blast of an eldritch blast in your
And
direction,
I'm
Nariman.
gonna run out of cover and beat him to death.
Okay, right. Yeah, you're not surprised. So I can move you forward, but he is still going to make the attacks.
yeah, that's fine.
So we'll just do the attacks. At
I'll counterspell that, if that's alright.
Cannot counterspell a cantrip, I'm
Can't
afraid.
counterspell? Oh, okay.
Unless I'm mistaken, Martin,
No,
you would
I'm pretty
probably
sure you can't.
cantrips
I
can't
would-
be.
I would probably allow you to waste a counter spell on a cantrip.
Tell you what, make
cool.
me just a basic charisma check, because charisma is your casting modifier.
Yeah, that wouldn't be saving throw.
No, just a straight charisma check, I think.
Unskilled charisma check.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, no, I will. Yeah, I will allow that in. Yeah, you see the twin bolts of this purplish energy just fire off in your direction, one from each hand. Just this deep rage in his eyes, and he just kind of, again, as you flash across, the energy just dissipates, and it seems like the anger in his eyes is now just fueling and just staring directly at you. Notice, obviously, you guess that he probably notices that Kronk charges up in front of you. But, yeah, he doesn't seem to be noticing. So, Kronk, what are you doing as well?
I'm going to attempt to pick him up by the ankles and beat him against the wall.
Okay.
So that's my grapple check.
Okay, hold on. I was taking a drink.
Yeah, no rush.
Yep. No, you pick him up, wrap around. It's fairly easy to grab hold of this, hold of him, because he is essentially just a halfling.
And then I will trip him.
Oh, 6, that's a low roll for you.
It's a very low roll. I rolled a
Oh
3.
god, that's a roll of a 16. What's his dex? Yeah, no, avoids the trip, unfortunately. But you've got him
Cool.
grappled there.
Yeah, and literally I'm just going to pick him up by one leg and just thwack him against the wall, or in other words, hit him with my horns.
Okay. 22. Yeah, that hits for.
And would you pop him there?
Yeah, sure. Cool. Hold on. So that's 8 piercing damage. Boop. Oh god, I didn't give him stats.
I'll just yell out, "Cool it, shorty!" and slam him against the wall.
Okay. So that's 8 piercing damage. Okay, right. That's going to be initiative then. If everyone just gives a second while I. So if everyone wants to roll me initiative while I just start doing all of the things that I should have been doing.
16? I don't think so. Roll that again.
Do the things! Do the things!
Do the things, everyone do the thing.
Still.
Surprisingly, I actually kind of like the fact that I didn't roll high on the initiative. Because I might actually
Oh
get
God, hold on.
one of them.
That was promised.
Nice prongs!
Ooh,
What was that from Prongs? Ooh, nice.
that's
Natural
one
20.
fast moves.
And that was now 2 things at the back. Oh dear, you poor things. Let's say. Oh god, come on. Come on, work with me. Roll 20. Do not fight me. I am your master. Bloop. And that one is. Okay, did I roll for, no, I haven't rolled for Gardo.
Did you say the 2 things at the front were like humanoid?
They look humanoid, yeah. If you are wanting the an actual beast type, like what type of monster they are, they look to be demonoid in what they are. I don't think
I get plus
don't think I
4.
gave you a turn. Okay, right, ascending. Why do they do that wrong every fucking time? Okay, right. Top of the round, Prongs. What's Prongs doing?
Very well.
Gonna charge like mad at
I
this
just got a
one.
text message from one of my friend. You're terrifying as Gardo. I know. Also, Nariman,
He's
I am so
terrifying.
fucking sorry.
It's okay. I'm,
Oh,
I'm
man.
like really upset, but it's okay.
Yeah. So,
I'm
what's
going
Prongs doing?
to- Charging like mad at this first one. And gonna
Did I? Oh, I didn't set up the fucking spell thing for. Oh
and
god,
you've
where's
got
he
to
gone? Oh, he's there.
make a DC 16 saving throw, be knocked prone.
What's this on that one? DC 16. What was it? A con, sorry?
Strength 16, wasn't it?
Strength
Yeah,
was
pretty
it?
sure
Yeah.
strength because it'd be like him ramming into you, so I'd say strength. I can't remember
Yeah,
that
no,
one.
makes that with a 22.
So we just, if I hit, that's what damage you take.
Actually, sorry, no, that was a 23. I was looking at the wrong thing. But yeah, it still makes it, unfortunately. But that's 16 is definitely a hit, so that is 20 bludgeoning damage. Or is that without the... Oh no, sorry, it's the strength to knock it down.
Yeah, strength
yeah,
knock it
that's
down,
fine.
yeah.
So that is how much damage? 20.
And
God, what am I
that's
doing?
gonna be his end of his go.
That's 20 damage. Okay. Nariman.
Nerman, I'm just going to very quickly just yell out, "Don't kill him, Kronk! Incapacitate him! He is our friend! No one kill Gardo! We need to save him, goddammit!"
Right, and I'll just keep swinging him against the wall.
Got him in your face.
I'd like to try to use creation.
Okay.
I'd like to,
What are you creating?
You know the old, you know, what the hell do you call those things? It's like a bit of wood that like goes across its hands like that and locks people in with their head, but just on their hands.
Okay, yeah, I know. Stocks.
Yeah.
Stocks.
Okay.
But basically it's like the board just over the hand to kind of be like sort of like makeshift handcuffs.
Okay.
But like made out of like metal or steel.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I think that's fairly. That is something you can create with.
Okay.
So you conjure that. What are you doing with that?
Do you want me to try to roll for it to like?
What is it?
Hit the hands. Oh, sorry.
I'm
it's like
assuming
a-
you're trying to basically create these stocks around Gardo.
Yeah, basically just around the hands. Like I know I can't get like the heads. I'm just gonna try to have like the hands. stuck.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it sounds like Kronk's got him like by the legs. Yeah. If you want to make me another basic charisma check,
Okie doke.
it's your power over the.
It's not a good number. Oh.
Yeah.
I
No.
was- I
You
was saving
sort of.
round, sorry.
Oh right. Yeah.
That
No.
was
That's.
So even less. So like a 5.
Oh. Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it's not an actual one. So. But yeah.
Well,
You.
it wasn't that one.
I thought it was a 5 because that was a.
It was a 1 plus 4.
Oh, I
With
see.
my
Because
charisma,
it's
so
yeah.
it's still-
Right. I'm with you. Yeah, you sort of conjure it over, but with sort of like from where you are, Kronk being sort of in the way, it's kind of hard to like purposely place it on there. Though they do form and kind of just like fall to the floor
Crap.
and
Is
sort
there
of
any way to open them, or is
in
it-
between. Yeah, they are now basically a set of stocks, basically just like the wooden section, but it's now currently like laying on the floor, like sort of half open.
Ooh, thanks for the toys.
Lock him in at the Kronk. I made it just for you. So that was my 5th level spell slot, and I'm just panicking at this stage. I'm gonna. Crap! I can't. Crap! Shit. No, that's be done. Fuck it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
Right. First one there. Comes round to prongs there, and just swings the great sword at prongs there. 20 hits, I think.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Okay, is that's 11 piercing damage to prongs. And then, as it sort of like swings back, it just goes to try and take a chunk out of the hide of prongs with its second attack. A 22 as well. That's going to hit for 13 slashing damage. Sorry, that's the other way around. The bite was the piercing. The sword is the slashing damage. But they're the same attack rolls, so it doesn't matter.
The 13, did you say?
Yeah, 13. I suppose in fairness at this moment, damage type doesn't really matter to prongs. But yeah, the one just like slashes down, then takes a chunk out of prongs, who just sort of rears away to the side, just sort of crying out in pain. And that's what it does. Dogma.
Seeing like
See
this
this.
guy's just slashed at slashed at him, and he's gonna aim at him, and I'm gonna aim at this guy next to.
Yep.
I'm going to that one.
Yeah, 21 hits for 21
Follow up
21
with a
damage.
second shot.
And yeah, the 19 hits as well for another 18 damage. You fire off a couple of shots, and yeah, it's almost just like hitting, almost like a carved sort of statue. You're just seeing bits of the stone that make up its body just seem to be sort of shattering off. There doesn't seem to be much of a reaction of pain from this creature, as like the way the shards of the metal are sort of sticking into itself. It almost seems like it's in a constant state of like pain. But you definitely dealt some damage to it with your couple of arrows there.
And I'm gonna end my go. Can't move.
Yes, I'm sorry, Tux. You remember Gardo? You can't find it back in the original campaign when he's a little guy. So is that you done then?
Ricardo. It's all my fault.
Okay, Kronk.
Right, how do I go about putting this Tidgy man in some magical manacles?
I'm going to say make me just a straight dexterity check, because you still want to hold him in place so he doesn't escape, and it's kind of to pick them up and sort of fix them round him with one hand is a little bit of a challenge, but I will, just straight dexterity.
Would it make it any easier if I made him prone first?
Yeah, you think if you pinned him down onto the floor, you think you may...
Okay, so I'll use my free action to
Without me looking,
make him
would I
prone.
be able to do bend luck to give him 1d4 out of my turn? It's anything I can see.
Can you apply the roll after the dice after the result has been decided?
Providing you don't tell him the result.
Yeah, but as long as I don't know the result, I'm like keep my hands out.
I will say yes if you. It looks like you're blocking the screen there.
Yeah,
so
I'm
yeah.
like looking over here. I don't see anything.
But if it's anything like the other abilities, you can see the roll, you just can't see the result. You can't let
true.
That's true,
you can't let Jay announce it. So you can choose based on my roll as long as you don't let Jay tell you what the result is.
So if you want to bend luck. Oh God.
Thank you, Nariman.
That one point.
God, I'm really using my sorcery points well today.
Yeah, man. It's again. It is kind of like frail, kind of small form, so it's not particularly harder for you as a big creature sort of put him down on the floor.
Right. One knee on his back, then. I'll use my inspiration point on this to get advantage.
Okay.
And it's you just want straight dexterity.
Just a straight dexterity roll, yeah, and obviously you've got advantage.
Right, where's my character sheet? There it is. And there we go.
Sweet, nice roll.
Hey!
Yeah, no, I would say at that. It's very hard to sort of keep him down in one place while he's trying to sort of wriggle free. But yeah, you manage to sort of clap one of the arms in there, and then just very quickly slam the lock close, and it's got like just a very simple padlock. And yeah, when you create it, Nariman, you have the key like in your pocket because that's how that works. But yeah, it seems like you sort of slam him down, and as almost you sort of close the things around him, you just hear this coming from Gardo.
Shut up! I'd like to use my last action to just clamp my whole ham hand over his face to close it to shut his mouth up.
Easy enough to do, but it's just still there's just this rage that you can hear coming from him.
That's okay. Is that taking my turn?
Yeah, that's basically your turn at that point, I think.
I'm going to bring him back over here to Nariman. I know I might get a hit from that thing. So if you
it would
pop
do.
him
yes.
There for me.
Okay, I'll just do the roll
Just so you know, I checked the grappling rules a bit, and generally you are like your movement is halved if you're carrying someone.
Yep. However, only if they are not a certain size. And Gardo is a halfling, which means he's a small creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not tiny. Only tiny creatures have negative.
Also, I have a feat which effectively increases my size for carrying things, including people. So I'm effectively
but in the situation, Gardo is a smaller person.
We'll come back to the rules later.
I'm just.
As you sort of rush past the sort of a stone-like statue creature takes a swing with its greatsword, just one-handed though, as it's still sort of trying to fight down. But yeah, that was a 21.
Cool beans.
That's just 5 slashing damage. Didn't roll particularly well on that one.
As I'm walking away, I just kind of point back and go, "You're next."
Yeah. Okay, right. Gardo is going to... I'll tell you what, let me just see. No, I'll tell you what, I'll make it easy. He's going to try and...
Did you pop him there for me?
Oh, sorry, yeah. Where are you putting him, sorry?
In front of me.
In front of you. So what, you just sort of like picking up, like pushing him down, like facing towards Nariman?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's prone, hands locked together, mouth covered with my massive hand.
Okay. Yeah, no, it seems like he's sort of almost struggling. You can see this sort of like dark purplish energy kind of emanate from around his hands. And he's trying desperately to break free from this. And doesn't seem like he's unable. And yeah, just through the mouth, that's it. Even like muffled over with your great big monitor hand, you can still just get this almost just like. Not so much to you, Kron, because you don't know this person, but as hearing this sort of pained rage coming from Gardo, almost just it hits you as hard as it can do, basically. But yeah, that's all that he can do. So, Kraylin.
Just kind of looking over to Naraman. I'm just gonna quickly quip. Bondage? Really? Let's see if this can get a rise out of them. I'm just gonna raise my hands and cast Erupt Earth right there.
Where's there? Okay, right. Yeah. So are you just
sure to make them rock hard?
I suppose I should have to actually cast it as well. So
yeah, if you just see if there's anything. Let me just look up. So do they? Because obviously there's all creatures there, including prongs. So is it a case of you sort of create this, and is this them moving out of it to try and move out of the area, or is it more that they stay on top of it, or?
Oh, it just comes up and bludgeons them.
Oh, just like against the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to make one for prongs, then first against his save DC. So yeah, that's 4 bludgeoning damage. Didn't roll really well on the damage there, but that's fine. The 2 things at the back.
Kronk's just going to glance in that direction. More digging.
That was cocked. Ooh, one of them makes it save. So that one of them does make the save. Oh God, hold on.
So in terms of what's come up here, rather than just like a giant Mario level step disappeared out of nowhere, is it possible that it's just the Earth is literally just erupting up, as you say, up towards the sky?
Yeah, it's rather than like a section of the floor just kind of lifting up and pushing them to the floor. Yeah, it's more just like an explosion of Earth, which just kind of shoots them up, slamming them against the ceiling.
Sweet.
As the two at the back seem to slam against the ceiling, it's almost just like their shadowy form just kind of almost just sort of flattens as they get to the ceiling. It looks like it has sort of harmed their form slightly, as there's like a flash of colour from the eyes, which you imagine is some sort of distress, maybe, but certainly not as much damage as you actually no, it would be full because this is magic damage, isn't it? So that's my bad. But one did make it save.
Is bludgeoning magic damage?
Well, bludgeoning damage is normally just bludgeoning damage, but because this is bludgeoning damage caused by a magical effect, bludgeoning damage, it's a thing that a lot of people I've looked at seems to disagree and agree about, and I think it's literally just a DM by DM case, and I think because this is a magical effect causing the damage, that would be magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I'd like to disagree then. I mean, agree. I mean,
what are you doing?
I'll let you decide.
Okay. Yeah, basically, yeah, this is magical bludgeoning damage, so overcomes their resistance, but you don't know that they have resistance. This is more just for my benefit. But that's the 2 of them. One did make it save, so it takes a half damage.
There's mud in your eye.
13 fails a save. Ooh, and a 20 saves that.
And again with
so
my,
yeah, that one takes what was that? 8 damage. So half damage on one, and full damage on the other one.
Again with my bonus action, I'm going to spin my staff in my left hand, round and round, and yell, "Shillelagh!"
Shillelagh!
Run my hand down the
shaft.
the length of it. Run my hand down my shaft. Yes.
Run it up the flagpole to see who salutes, but no one ever does. Yeah, sure. The staff sort of erupting into this sort of green floral display.
I'd be careful of erupts.
And yeah, the earth then just sort of descends back down. Is that you done then? Or would you like to move at all?
No, that's me.
Okay. The 2 demons there. I need to just look up something, cause I forgot to check. God, I hate how long the dragon section is to get through. Oh, come on, and again. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it seems like the demons sort of just float basically in your direction, Dogma, as close as they can. Oh, can't quite. First one can't quite make that, and the second one can't because it's a little bit farther away.
Do I recognise them? Do I know what they are?
Yeah,
Any of
sure,
these
just
creatures?
give me a second.
Is there any reason you're moving them both when they've got separate roles?
Oh yeah, no, sure, I shouldn't be doing that, should I? You are correct. And in fact, because I'm doing the things, let's do it properly. That one there. It just seems to flit through, and almost you expect it to kind of... actually, no, thinking on, it would be slightly further back. As it sort of goes forward in your direction, it seems to almost just sort of pass through the forms of the stone giant type the stone human type creature and prongs. Actually, yeah, no, thinking on, seems to sort of slow it down, but it's able to pass through rather than go around. Gets up to there and fires off a shot of energy towards you, Dogma. Oh god, that's an 8 for the first blast. That's another 8. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, so it just sort of, as it charges forward, just these bolts of energy in your direction. Yeah, just almost looks like Matrix sounds. Yeah, that's what they do. Kronk. Okay, it's not really your turn, but I'll like backtrack it for. So if you want to give me an Arcana check, and it'll be one or the other. So the stone things or the shadowy things.
Stone things, because they hit me.
Okay. You're not necessarily sure exactly what they are, but they are. From what you've heard of creatures that kind of follow around as bodyguards to entities of. Usually sort of undead in nature. They're almost sort of summoned as creatures of that nature. You know that specifically where they're sort of like stone-like form, they're resistant to fire damage, and you know that they are quite furious in combat. Game terms, they can use their reaction to attack. If you hit them, they can use their reaction to attack you back.
Cool.
Sorry, just one thing to mention. I don't know if this affects anything at all. You know the way you moved that kind of
The black shadowy thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Just to point that out, because I don't know if that affects it in any way.
What's this?
Each.
Yes, becomes difficult terrain. This thing almost seems to just sort of hover slightly over the ground, so it's avoiding the terrain. You can see it doesn't really have legs. The bottom half of the body is almost just like a smoke, kind of just hovering above the floor slightly.
Sweet.
But yeah, no, that's good to point out, because that will affect the stone things if they need to move. Which, at this point, they basically aren't. They are just wailing on poor prongs. Okay, so, a couple of...
Thud.
Thud, thud, thud?
Yeah, just wailing on them.
Alright. Oh dear, that's a 21 on prongs there.
Hot damn.
For the great sword.
No prongs.
No problem, he's about to die.
Yeah.
That's
scary.
11 slashing damage from the great sword. And the bite misses with a 5. So again, it just sort of swings down with its sword, and sort of as it brings back, looks to take a bite and just can't quite get the leverage on itself, and misses prongs. So at this point, yeah, it's just sort of like bleeding from these 2 massive gash wounds in its body. Yeah, that's them. Pigeon.
Pigeon.
Almost just like with like an empathic sort of connection with you, is just, you can see just tears streaming down her face as she can almost feel this kind of sorrow that is currently emanating from you right now, at almost being betrayed by one of your friends.
Yeah. I'll just say, dear, quickly. Knock him out. Try not to hurt him too much. But eat him alive, dear.
I'll try. And she swings around there, and is basically just going to try and like punch him in like the top of the head, knowing that that's like kind of where you hit somebody. Rolled a 2.
She's got advantage though.
Oh yes, no, she does because
Oh,
he
does
is
she?
prone on the
Okay.
floor. She would need it because that was a 2.
Yeah.
Rolled a 2, but still.
Punch
Oh no,
yourself.
sorry, you rolled, don't you?
Oh, we'll count the 2 because it's
All right, yeah. So yeah, if you just want to,
1d20 plus. But
this is just
are we
this is
going
just
with
an
our own
this
fist?
is just an unarmed strike, which is
Yeah.
just your strength
You
modifier.
can just hit with the sword. You can choose to do.
Oh yeah,
non-lethal
yeah. So
damage.
just do that then.
Okay, I'll just like hit.
Yeah, and we'll count the first one because obviously I rolled
Yeah.
20. Yeah, so it just beats
Actually-
against his head with a pommel.
I just looked at the character sheet and learned like, okay, what can I do with pigeon? I wanted to use an action surge. Just another bonk as well.
Okay, yeah. If you want to
The
do
first
that
time
again,
doing
then
one of those.
she sort of bonks
get
against the
both
head.
attacks, basically.
Oh, I get another one then as well.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because
Get
because she
another
has
action, so-
she has multi attack.
Oh, the last one
critical
Dude.
hit. Nice.
just like
Right.
softens him up,
Hold on a minute.
like
So
whacks him in the temple. It's
so
all
what was that?
non-lethal damage, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine, but I need to just bring him down just so I can keep track of what's going on. So that was 5 from the first one. Second one missed, but yeah, the critical there is 6 and 8 damage from that. And sort of smashes against him with sort of the pommel of the sword. And you can see as well, just sort of tears sort of streaming down her eyes at this moment. That she doesn't quite know what's going on, but knows that there's something horrible is going down.
Pretty sad.
Is that she done then?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. What Gar? How would you like
Yeah,
to help out fix things?
Is he still up and about?
Gardo. Yeah, I mean he's not up and about because he's sort of basically being held down by Kronk at this point. And he has taken a few hits to the noggin, but it doesn't seem to have affected him too much.
I'm gonna.
You get the sense that whatever has happened to Gardo has maybe blessed him with some sort of otherworldly strength almost.
Yeah.
Vitality, I'm
yeah,
going to say vitality,
I'm not
because...
gonna hit Gardo. I'm gonna try to get here. Which probably means Gardo gets an attack of opportunity, but since he's prone...
Yeah, he's very much
he
unable
gets,
to do anything.
He basically has disadvantage if he wants to take it.
He glares at you very angrily. Actually,
He's
he doesn't
not.
probably looking at Nariman. Yeah.
He's not, no, he's just eyes on Nariman, and like the green sort of fiery smoke is now just sort of flaring. Each time he sort of struggles and can't seem to make purchase of anything, just the flame and smoke just kind of emanates from her again. But yeah, so no, he doesn't.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna hit this thing then.
Okay.
Look at me. What's his bite?
20. Yeah, that's 12 piercing damage.
It's magical. Just
Yep.
before you hit something.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yep.
And one
He's
more.
slashing through. The 14 does hit as well.
Excellent. I'm gonna also do.
For 14
I'm
piercing
gonna
damage.
goad it. I'm gonna goad it with attacking me. It needs to beat not 17. It needs to beat 15.
Okay, wisdom save.
Yeah, it needs to beat 15. 8
That's
plus
cocked.
4. 8 plus 4 plus 3.
No, doesn't make it save.
Okay,
Got a
cool.
14.
Then it's-
And it takes an extra 6 damage.
So yeah, 6 damage. Yeah, no, that's good. Remember. Okay.
Then, yeah.
What do you say to goad it?
Look, you shadowy. Look, you piece of air filth. You're mine now.
And as you sort of say this, you see the effects take hold. And yeah, there isn't much form to like the body, but you see these eyes just quickly dart round and stare at you in the face, almost just sort of like blink, like sort of flashing with like recognition, almost. And there's no mouth, but you imagine that there's like just a sort of like pulse of the body, kind of like a in your direction.
Excellent. That's me done, by the way.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Brilliant. Right. Second one there is going to again sort of leaps up into the air slightly. So what's that? 5, 10, 15, 30. Actually, yeah, just lands just next to you and makes a couple of strikes against you, Watgar.
Sure, no problem.
Oh, fucking hell, that was a 1. God damn it. Go on, what happens? Oh no, it knocks itself prone! Which is really hard for some sort of like ghost-like entity to not be not prone. Oh no, wait, hold on.
Is
Some
it
of them are
immune to
immune.
prone?
Yeah, no, this thing is immune to prone, so no, there's no effect there. But that was still a natural 1. Second strike, just sort of claws against you. Ooh.
It's crit. Otherwise you wouldn't say that.
23. It's not a crit, but it's 23. So that is... No, sorry,
That's
22.
a lot of damage.
22. Sorry, that's not damage, that was what it rolled to hit.
Oh,
Sorry. Its damage is... 13 psychic damage. Yes, 13.
okay.
It just rakes these sort of spectral claws around across your face. You just feel this like pain in the back of your mind. Prongs.
Right, I'm
Almost
going
just
to
sort of
use
taking a
my-
moment, just look back at your eyes. Mm.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to get out of this one's like attack. I'm going to retreat, but it's going to give.
You're gonna
me-
disengage.
And I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to go like that,
Okay, yeah.
and back down to this corner.
Yeah, with a disengage, you easily just sort of manage to run away from these things. Just sort of limping away into the corner, backing itself away.
Yeah, and so it's going to end it to go there, sort of feeling sorry for it.
Oh, poor prongs. Yeah, Naraman. Kraylin, it's horrible to hear prongs in this sort of state with your connection to like nature and things. It's really hard to hear. Naraman.
Nariman, I would like to twin spell Blight, and I'm going to cast it on both of the shadowy ladies over there by Watchgar.
Okay.
So that is Blight for the bottom one. I'm trying to think, please. The bottom one, and then the other Blight is for the top one.
A minute, what's Oh, right, okay. What is it? A Constitution save.
2, 3, 4. That was
Oh,
expensive.
fuck. That was a 3.
Okay.
No. Yeah, 3 on the. So that was on the top. Which was the first one you were striking?
The bottom one, closer
Bottom one.
to me.
Okay, so that
this
one
here.
takes 36. Is it necrotic damage?
Oh yeah, sorry, I don't have that written down. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Why does that not have anything written in it? I'll go back to it. Yeah, necrotic damage and half
Okay.
damage on a save on a successful save.
Right.
Why is that not got it written?
Yeah, missed with a 3 there. So what is it? 36.
Just a question. What happens? You're a wild magic sorcerer, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you cast the spell?
I have a chance for it to happen if
Good call. I forgot about that.
So you need to roll something. That's
No, I'm rolling
Ah,
for him
you're
on the
rolling.
things.
Yep.
You feel just as you sort of put your extra energy into it, you almost sort of remember the last time you exploded yourself. You're fine for now.
not to risk the wrath of the gods as well by pointing out a thing you could use on me, but would me twin spelling have a double chance or have it like it activate twice of a chance?
I've already rolled once, so I will
Okay.
will pass it on. But yeah, that's an interesting thing for next time. So the first one doesn't succeed, so it takes again as the blight seems to take over with the necrotic damage. Doesn't seem to have as much effect on this
Okay.
sort of shadowy creature, almost like it's resistant to necrotic damage. But second one, shit. Con save. Oh god, that's a fail as well. So yeah, that's the same damage. And that was on the top
still
one.
19 damage.
Isn't it? Yeah, definitely. No, god. Yeah, no, that was right. Cool. You see them kind of just sort of like shake and move a little bit, like resisting the effects, but it's definitely done some damage to them.
Nice.
I think you're done?
Yep, that's my turn up.
Okay. These things
Mhm.
are
Really,
going
really
to...
Just one of them.
Yeah, no, just one of them yet. Right, yeah, basically just spends its movement here, coming up behind you, and you can hear this thing just sort of stalking up, not really running, just almost like stalking up to you with this seamless abandon, and takes a strike at you with advantage because of Del Flank, which it needs. 20 is a hit on you, isn't it? Sorry, Watgar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it fits me. It's
Okay.
barely.
Yeah, I was going to say it must just be barely. That is 8 slashing damage. And 1 from its bite. Fucking hell. Oh, that was even worse. Yeah, no, the bite seems to glance off your armor with a 9.
No, not even fucking close.
No, definitely not. But yeah, you feel the armor sort of bash
You
against
do
you.
realize they have advantage, right?
Yeah, they got advantage, and that did not help it. It rolled a neck lower on its advantage. Dogma.
Seeing that what guy's gonna be time, I'm gonna sort of like run up to here.
Okay. Hold on a minute. As you run up to there, there's a save you've got to make.
Yeah.
Make
but
me
jumping in the pit.
a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving.
Wisdom save.
Oh, save yourself.
He even reminded you.
I'm jumping the pit.
You get up close to the edge. I want to be down there. And you jump down. You're now 10 feet below the surface, and from where you are, it's kind of hard to see anything there.
Damn it. Can I use my action to try and climb out?
Yeah, sure. It's easy. It's easy enough to climb up. It's kind of sort of sloped, and you guess that over time, there's almost just like handholds have been worked in where other people have managed to. You get the sense that there's a very faint essence of magic, which seems to almost be pulling you back, but at the same instance, there's almost just another sort of the same effect. It's like no. So yeah, you manage to pull yourself up to the first step, but that is all you can do for movement.
That'll be my go then, won't it?
Yeah, because it would be to sort of get up there and then climb up. Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm gonna be like.
You've got your bonus if there's anything you want to do with your bonus.
Can't you do that lightning thing?
I could, yeah.
You have your lightning arrow.
I do.
It's amazing that that's a fucking bonus.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna do it. Sorry.
Straight line from where you are.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna hit this one right in front of White Walker.
Right. Okay. I'm pulling back the bow.
Good.
Sorry. I thought when you said the one in front of Watgar, I was like, wait, is he pointing it through Watgar? So yeah, no, this only affects the one, but that's
shut
fine. Yeah, 25 is a hit.
He's
And
short
this-
aim over his head.
Oh man,
This one,
this thing is immune to lightning damage. Fire through the lightning arrow. You see the energy crackle along it, almost just showing the arc, and it just passes straight through the
Fuck
phone.
you didn't
I
shoot it
have to
through
do
me.
this bit because that's like
Everyone else.
5 feet range. So I'm really sorry.
So 5 feet range.
What?
So it's the other one as well. The lightning damage is just something that seems to pass through it. But yeah, this does affect Watgar.
Yeah, but Vodka has more armor, so he doesn't affect.
Oh no, that doesn't hit you. You are correct.
No, it goes off
unless-
the first hit.
unless I have
It's
to
not-
use
it's
the
not,
first-
Yeah, you have to take it off the 25.
Oh, the
Oh,
second
yeah,
one is
it
just the
does.
damage for the continuing. Right.
Sorry, yeah, it's just
Okay.
easier to do it like that than it is to get
Yeah,
it
I know.
over.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why I was worried about monsters hurting you. You're doing it to yourselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
What is this all about? Is
What
it Kronk's,
damage I got? Yeah, it was from
Yeah.
Iron
is it
and
Kronk's
no.
turn? Okay, yeah. Kronk's turn. Still holding him down in place.
Yeah.
You can feel him sort of moving around and shaking as he's trying to break free, but obviously having no effect on that.
Kronk's just whistling and just pounding him on the back of the head while he's lying on the floor. You know, happy in his work.
Okay.
So while you work,
Oh,
Right.
wait. You've got to make a dexterity saving throw. What guy? Otherwise, you can take half damage if you succeed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because-
What's the? Yeah, probably your
your DC. Which will,
wisdom, right?
Yeah, I think mine's.
Since it's an yeah.
40.
I fail. There's no point.
do you not get anything from your shield?
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
not
even
AoE,
like even
it's
11,
an AoE,
yeah.
so it doesn't affect me.
I thought it was any dexterity
Yes.
effect that caused you damage.
No,
Yeah,
it has. If it's direct, I can get +2 from my
But it's
shield.
not directed at you. I'm
But
with
it's
you.
not
but
directed at
that's-
me.
That's but if it's not directed at you, you can still use it, but it only works if it's successful, so it still doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you'd succeeded, you would have taken 0 damage.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah. So first of all,
I haven't succeeded
Just
a single
one
dexterity,
second
so
while
it's
you
just
just before you say that, there is something. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what are you wanting to do?
what state is Gardo in?
He's not. To be fair, he's not taken. I mean, he's taken a few blows to the head, but yeah, there just seems. And as you're sort of seeing this happen, you're not seeing any visible signs of much impact damage. I mean, he is taking the damage, and it does seem to be affecting him. But it seems like there is just this unholy kind of energy which seems to be holding him together.
So in that case, as it comes onto my turn,
Basically, out of game terms, he has a lot of hit points.
yeah, I'll take my rope from my pack and just start sailor knotting every single limb and available area on Gardo into a small ropey package.
Okay. Yeah. I will. Yeah. No check on that because yeah, you basically have him sort of like not prone in this. In the.
Yeah, so I've got a
Stocks.
small rope mummy with flamey green eyes.
Okay. Yeah, and as you're sort of doing this, it's very much he is sort of trying to fight, but with his arms sort of locked in and shackled. You know, there is just an emanation of rage, just sort of emanating away from around him. Just howls of sort of anger.
Like I said, just working away. Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay. Herp is checking a book.
DM turns to page when players hog tie NPCs. What do?
Yeah, I would like to point out at this point that I'm keeping him gagged.
Yeah.
There is a strength requirement to break the rope.
Thank you, Curious, for that one. I really appreciate it.
That happened with one of our NPCs. We had him all tied up, and I yelled in his face, and he was like, "Ah!" and run off the roof to get away, and he did.
Oh God.
It's alright, this guy's running nowhere.
Yeah, there's nowhere for him to run.
And he's grappled and prone, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't put his things where I wanted them to be. Okay, yeah, no. Okay, yeah. Again, just sort of like trying to sort of fight back, just not having any effect at all.
Can I still move, or is that my entire turn?
I would say yeah. If you basically sort of tie him up as best you can, yeah, you can sort of let go, and you think that you probably have a good chance of this guy.
Cool. In that case, I will just take him down towards Chester, and with the intention next turn, just popping him in.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
Rope mummy in the chest.
Yeah. Can Chester actually get living things?
It's a small creature.
Let me double check my notes on Chester because it is a possibility.
I know that there are
believe
some
you said
requirements,
that
some
you said that
limitations
he'd
to
start
living
suffocating after so long inside. You told us that we could put living things inside, but they'd start suffocating.
Let me just double check my notes. Now that.
Cool.
Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Yeah. That is possible.
Cool.
Yeah,
No
so
idea how long it
Open wide, Chester.
yeah, you sort of drag him around. But yeah, obviously you've used your actions to do that, so he can't do anything. Kraylin.
So,
And for the record, because I feel like I'm going to have to say it, you are keeping your mouth over his mouth.
Yeah, I'm keeping
Okay.
my hand over his
Your
mouth.
mouth over his mouth.
Your mouth over his mouth.
I've seen
God,
spellcasters before. I'm not letting this guy speak,
That's
so,
what I was just making sure, because I wouldn't want to be a case of he does a verbal spell and then no, I've got this. Yeah, that's fine.
Also, he's got rope over his mouth as well, so... Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know if he could speak at all.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just a case of like when he says, "Oh, he does a little spell." Oh no, wait, I did this thing. But it's fine.
Yeah, no. Hand over mouth, rope over mouth. He literally is a
Beans.
rope mummy.
So, Kraylin, what are you wanting to do?
So I'm gonna lift my staff with my left hand just up in front of me, and I'm gonna pull my right hand just up to it, and mimic almost like Docman's been doing before with his arrow. I'm gonna pull it back, and you just see a magical essence of this purple acid spray or this purple arrow.
You can get there.
Forming. Yeah.
Use the
Just
words.
as I release my hand, it's just gonna shoot straight at this first one on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Sure, let me cast this.
Is this Melf's acid arrow?
That is the one. I'm also going to cast it as a level 3.
Okay.
So I'll need to add one extra on it. So let me do that.
So yeah, that's a ranged spell attack. Okay, that is a hit. And again, similar to the exact same situation as Docma's, the poison, the acid effect. Oh no, it's acid damage, which is still resistant to, but yeah, no, poison.
You get an extra d4 damage as well.
So yeah, because that's just at level 2. So if you want to roll the extra damage on that,
Oh, yeah.
'cause you cast it at 3rd level, you said.
Yep.
Yep. So that's
Was it, D8, wasn't it?
another
D4.
2d4.
1d4.
Sorry, yeah, 1d4 because it's just one level higher.
Oh, sorry. Just a
That's
second.
fine.
Not worth
Up here.
casting as a high level.
Yeah.
Just remember it gets an additional 2d4 next turn.
1!
Oh man. Yeah.
Fuck that one up.
That's
Yeah, no,
so
the arrow struck true with the face of the body of the creature, but it seems to pass through with very little effect, and you can see the acid just sort of sizzle away into the stonework.
Okay, I'm just going to react with surprise.
Shit.
And done.
Okay. Right. This one is going to come to Docma. So, Whatgar, if you want to make an attack of opportunity. Sorry.
sure.
Yeah, you don't have to. Feel free. But you have
then
you have the opportunity.
No, I'd rather not then.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. This thing floats towards you, you Docma, and makes a couple of claws at you.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage because why?
Because I goaded it. And she didn't attack
Yes,
me.
you did. No, good point. I'd forgotten about that.
I know, I was
Yeah,
waiting.
no, that's fine. Disadvantage with that one, which helped. Yeah, the first strike misses. Second one with disadvantage. Oh god, that's not going to. Oh man, I rolled a fucking 20 on the second roll. Yeah, no, just seems to slash forward in your direction, not seem to having as much of an effect. Does it get to save again at the end of its turn? That's disadvantage on attack rolls attacks other than you until the end of your next turn. So, yeah. That's fine. But yeah, it just slashes against you with his sort of frenzy. Dogma, but it seems to be distracted somewhat.
A little bit.
Keeps looking behind itself.
Yeah, it's like,
Waiting for me to just
oh,
start
this
rushing.
thing. Yeah, it's very much like you feel the stone giant creature run up to you. One hand forward, and just looks like it's going to try and push you down to the floor with like a grapple. Well, grapple you in place.
Okay. Then it's a contest of strength. Well, athletics.
Okay, if you want to roll athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics.
Use your shield.
Comes up there. 17. Hold on. 18, unfortunately.
Come on.
Yeah,
So I'm
One over.
held in place. Okay. Good.
yes, this creature has you, and then strikes against you with its, because it has a multi-attack, with its, yeah.
Second attack.
It's going to need that advantage.
Oh
God.
doesn't have advantage. The one on top should not have advantage.
you're grappled, or am I mistaken?
Grapple.
No, grapple
Nope.
isn't only prone that gives
Ah,
advantage.
very good. But yeah, either way, both of those were terrible rolls. But yeah, it currently has you sort of like in this like stone-like grasp, just like on your shoulder, kind of holding you in place. Pigeon.
Pigeon, which have these some guys been hurt yet? Does it look like?
Let's see what their numbers are. They've
There's another- I think
taken
one of them got
they've
hit.
taken a fair bit of damage. The one down, that one there seems to have taken more damage than the upper one. But they're not
Right.
they're not showing it in like their actions and how they're like stood. It's more just like you can see their body just sort of falling apart almost. But they're still
Okay,
very
okay.
much going.
Neat. So I would assume like Pigeon would be like, what am I doing, Narman? And I'm gonna like just point, get that one here behind what guy? He needs help. And I'll just direct it to run to that one there.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a couple swings
Yeah,
with her sword. With her sword.
with advantage because technically flanking.
Big numbers.
16 is a hit on the first one.
Noise.
So that's 8 slashing damage. And the second one is a crit. Nice.
Pigeon crit.
Pigeon crit. So that's 6 and then 8 damage from that one. Just taking 2 careful strikes, just ching ching chopping off, taking out like chunks of the stonework. And you can sort of almost feel this thing kind of almost turning around as if it looks like it's going to be turning to the pigeon. Is that everything she
Yeah.
wants to do?
Yep.
Cool. Waka. You got this thing, sort of its large stone hand sort of clasped over you, raising its sword once again to try and take a strike at you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna attack it
Okay.
normally first. 21.
21 is a hit for
Okay,
11.
then I'm also
piercing
going to
damage.
use my shield and try to bash it away from me, which is athletics check. It needs to be the 9.
Which, yeah, that managed to with a roll of 10, so that's 14.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah.
Fucks with the shitty rolls.
So it's kind of hard while this thing sort of got its fist on you, trying to
Yeah.
get a right angle on it, but...
I'm gonna try to attack once more. 21.
21, that's another hit. Another 9 piercing
I'm
damage.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. Move on to this one's turn. It's going to carry on wailing on you, Watgar, with a couple of... with a couple of its claw strikes with advantage. Also for flank. With a 22.
Yep.
Which is a hit. That's 14 psychic damage. Second one. Oh no. No, that didn't. The second one just misses you with a 13.
Yep.
But yeah, the first one took again. You just saw as it's raping through you. Dear God, raking across your mind. You get the sense that as you've kind of surrounded, the creature is using the advantage of the nature to deal extra damage to you. You feel like it was a much heftier strike against your mentality, I suppose. But yeah, that's it. Prongs.
Even though Prongs is severely beaten, seeing what guy surrounded, he's going to run to here,
Okay.
look that way slightly, and then charge right up to this one, the stone one. And he's going to,
Did you really have to move that far out to get the ram?
yeah, 20 feet.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a hit on that one. So what's that? 16 bludgeoning
And
damage.
obviously then a DC 16 on the
Yep.
knock prone.
And its strength. Yeah, knocked prone. You charging up and not all it's impeded. Like I've been hit. I'm gonna get you back. Just like rams this thing down to the floor.
Yeah.
Falls. There's a very satisfying like crunch of masonry falling. Is that prongs?
Yeah, that's his go.
Cool. Narman.
Nariman.
Nariman.
It's almost like I was looking at my sheet and forgot it was me
Did the
next.
shadow things take damage? I think they take damage on the end of the next turn.
No, they're
Oh, the
immune to
poison.
acid. or the poison.
The end of its next turn, yeah, that's what it's written on the acid.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's true. So, what was
2d4.
that? 2d4, yeah. Good reminder.
3d4 if it's at a higher level.
Fair
It's
dues.
Yeah,
both
yeah.
initial and later, so both.
Yeah,
Okay.
but was it not immune to it?
No, it was resistant to the acid.
So that takes.
But the
half.
damage still happens. It's just lessened because of the sort of the spectral kind of nature. So yeah, that's 3d4.
Oh, sweet.
Immune to my lightning damage. Like that.
Yeah, it's immune to the lightning.
Nice.
3d4.
Okay,
We get another one.
Yeah, there's another one because it's high level. You cast it at level 3.
Oh, sorry. I
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Two of them. One.
Hey!
Good old one.
Cool. Yeah, you
Below
see.
average rolls.
Yeah, you see the acid just kind of. It's not really like having the effect that regular acid would, but you can see it's still kind of showing a bit of torment from the damage. So Nariman.
Nariman, I'm going to use my sling of meteors.
Oh god!
But not.
Everyone's gonna die! What do you do?
And not
No,
just-
Kronk is well out of the way.
not just-
In a weird sense of foresight.
It's like, I don't like this, I'm swearing by things. Now I'm going to use a normal ball of,
Okay.
of metal on. I tried the thing and it was on the wrong button. On that one to the left, the little shadowy lady.
Okay.
Look! Not bad!
Yeah, no, that hits. Yeah, this is,
Say
this is
not
magic.
highest
This
I
is,
can do.
this is a magic weapon technically. So yeah, that's full damage.
Nice.
So yeah, that's 8 damage to this thing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the magical nature almost, so like as the shot fires through, just seems to rip a hole through the body of this creature, this shadowy entity.
Go, take that bit! And I'm gonna turn up.
It looks at you just sort of with disgust. Just. Okay, so which one is this one? You knock that one prone. Is going to get up and make a strike now at prongs, being the last thing that attacked it. 19 is a hit, isn't it? Yep.
Run, no!
Oh dear, you should have been 5 more feet towards Pigeon.
10 slashing damage.
Holy shit.
Still standing.
Yes.
Okay. Second attempt with a bite. No, it doesn't have advantage. 20 again. This one isn't as much damage as the bite. That's 9 piercing damage.
Takes me down to 0.
And with the last bite, you just see the energy just sort of. Prongs just sort of falls down to the floor, unconscious.
Wrong.
You
Furious.
seeing your friend
Absolutely.
drop to the floor.
Furious. Like this rage almost comes over. Even though he doesn't have
This is
any.
I would like to range a rage.
Does it roll?
I think it's on its turn, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's done.
Yeah.
I'm just asking. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's fine. I've got the PHB just because it's like I wasn't expecting this.
You might actually want to get the ranger overhaul because it's a new pet, the other pet, the newer ranger.
We can figure it out later. Let's just.
It's fine. I'm just sort of pacing through. So, Docma, what are you doing?
I'm gonna drop my bow, pull out my rapier, cast Hunter's Mark on the thing right in front of me,
Okay.
and then just like slash it twice.
Oh yeah, both of those strikes hit. Though, yeah, with the non-magical nature. Actually, yeah, even with the non-magical nature of your rapier, you just polish this thing off, and you can see the shadowy force around it just kind of dissipates with this.
Like, it's like you're looking in my direction. You almost just see this.
Yep.
Just absolutely just furious that he's
Yeah,
just seen
you-
prongs drop to the floor, and then I'm gonna use my move
And,
like,
that had
run
that
right
10
towards
health.
this thing and end my go there.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Kronk. Almost sort of
right.
sensing your sort of pacing up luggage has just kind of opened its mouth, sort of waiting to be fed.
Right. Drop Gardo inside.
Yep, easy enough.
Now you keep him in there, little buddy. Got it? Good stuff. Right.
Almost now, sort of like looking up with a kind of opening its mouth. Still, it's like, oh, is there going to be more?
Right. You stay close now. If he comes out, I want to be here to give him a good bopping. Got you? Let's have a look. Where can I get to? What things have I got left?
I would say it would be your bonus to put him in there. I'm not going to be that cruel to take away your whole action, because he's not like he's putting up much of a fight now that you've bound him up. But yeah.
So
yeah, you've got your
run
action.
over there. Thank you. I'll run over there and just go, told you he was next. Thwack. And just beat down on this guy.
Okay. Still stood up. He got back up from prone, but I have a feeling that probably won't matter too much. Yeah, 11 and a 12 smashes this thing. The first one, first strike against it, you punch two nice, neat little holes where your horns are. And on the second one, the whole body just kind of crumbles down to the floor, like stone does.
Let's have a look.
I might actually live through this.
So I have 10, 25.
Just before you do this, Doc, Chris, if you look up while it's getting to Prong's turn, just see if there's any effect that death saving throws have on your creature, because that'll obviously. But yeah, you do that while everyone else is going on. Kronk.
Is this thing here a wall? Is it?
No, it's more. No, it's just the ground has sort of exploded upwards and is just kind of laying about in kind of a difficult terrain-esque.
I can get to there.
Yeah, you can.
Cool.
It's difficult terrain, but you've got a lot of movement, so sure, it's probably fine.
Cool. I'll move around there and chest roll. But... Okay. Yeah, I'm done. That's it. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Let me just double check the rules for this. Okay. Right. What's its thing? No, not him. Its Constitution score.
Plus a minute is fine for
Yeah.
at least 10 rounds.
Yeah, so we should be fine for now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kraylin.
I switch my staff to my right hand and raise it high as my eyes begin to glow bright. Above the creature, a column of light quickly forms and surrounds it. Quietly, so that only Naruma can hear me, I say, lighten up. And a splash of ghostly flames completely engulfs it from above.
A portal opens up and you hear just a faint dunk. The portal closes. What's this on?
It's concentrating on it, so it wouldn't just be closing again. It's going to open this up.
Oh, sorry, no, that was a secondary effect of someone doing a drum roll, and so I was trying to do it funny.
Cast this as a level 4 spell.
Okay, what are we casting? A moonbeam at level 4. Okay, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Does that hit us as well?
No, because it's a 5 foot. Isn't it a 5 foot radius? And 4, yeah, 5 foot right. So it's literally just the spot. I mean, it's kind of like bright, and you're kind of like, oh god. But yeah, it doesn't hit you. Luckily, nope. That's what it rolled. 14 fails its save, taking 24 radiant damage, as this thing is vulnerable to radiancy. It's had 22 hit points, so yeah, the beam of moon energy sort of opens up and powers through the creature, and there's just nothing left over. The smoke just explodes outwards.
Sweet.
And again, there's just this
killed something!
dissipates off into the distance.
Excellent.
Yeah. Awesome.
Does Kraylin actually do that? He's at the back going, yay!
Or is that Tom?
No, that's just me. He's actually kind of, in a way, shocked.
He's very focused on what's going on at the moment. It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, its turn. I'm going to roll to see which one of you it strikes against. No,
I'm
no.
pretty low and he has me grappled, so...
It does have you grappled, yes. You didn't break free, so yes, it is going to continue to strike against you. Oh, God. So 24
Yep,
for the greatsword. Oh, that's not that much damage. It's 8 slashing damage.
that's not that bad.
And for the bite, that's a 24 as well, I'm afraid. Is 10 piercing damage. It just sinks its stone-like teeth into your shoulder. Are you still alive?
Yep.
Only just. Cool. Pigeon.
Pigeon is going to pop over to here and just take 2 strikes, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, just 2 strikes from there. Have I been doing that right? Yeah, 1d8. Good.
The 6 misses, but the 19 hits for 5 slashing damage.
Nice.
Just again another thick chunk of the body coming apart from there. Well,
Awesome.
actually, with a 5 slashing, not a massive chunk, but a significant chunk. And there are, this thing is peppered now with like chunks of stone and masonry of itself. Shut up, Siri! Seriously, I'm not even doing anything.
Is it below 20?
No, it doesn't seem to be. There's no effect currently from the bite.
Nice.
Is that her done?
Yep.
Cool. Whatgar?
Yeah. Vodgar is going to sort of pick himself up a bit and sort of start...
As much as you
Shouting
can
at
pick
the top of
yourself
his
up,
lungs.
but yeah.
Let go of me, you piece of garbage! Sort of second wind. Yeah.
Yep. Very good. I like it.
14 HP.
Hey, that's good. I was waiting for that to be a low number. Like, oh no, I'm gonna kill Whatgar. No, that's fine.
That actually is not a high number, it's just a 5.
It's
But I am level 9.
It's a decent number. You feel yourself revigorated,
Yeah.
almost going like Super Saiyan.
Yeah. Vodgar's now just gonna hit him. It sucks. Because I'm not wasting
Yep,
20.
20 hits for
And
12
another
piercing
one.
damage,
24.
and that's another 11 piercing damage.
And I'm gonna try to fear him. This sucks.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, 15.
Nice.
He's either 15.
Damn. Yeah, no, fails that saving throw with a maximum of 16, nearly. So that's another 8 damage from that. And as you sort of shout again with the
He beats then the fear. Good. It's a 15. It's the.
Sorry,
my
yeah,
strength,
right.
Yeah.
yeah, so no, unfortunately does beat the fear, but takes the
Yeah,
extra damage. At this point, yeah, you can feel Mercy's bite sort of throbbing in your hand, glowing red at the pointy bits. You've almost got this. You can almost sort of feel this this sort of grin just sort of creep across your face slightly. I don't know what you're laughing at.
Oh, sorry.
Pointy
It's
Throbbing. It's
Throbbing.
Fuck's sake,
no.
Jesus!
glowing red.
Oh,
Fuck's sake,
I
guys!
didn't even notice that. You guys have...
No, I didn't.
I know this is right.
I
away,
didn't.
I was quiet. I was trying to be classy.
You should have done. Disappointment to everybody. But yeah. So that's you done then.
Yep.
Okay. So is there anything specific about?
Nope.
So it just takes regular. Oh, there is no saving throw.
So he's dead.
So it doesn't get a.
He's probably right.
Just
from-
dies?
Do not pass go. Just be
Yeah,
dead.
no, because I can bring him back through certain things, but he's dead. There's nothing he can do.
Right.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah. You just you expect there to be some sort of fight, but Prongs just lays there silent, unmoving, unbreathing. Blood sort of slowly pooling from the various wounds it's taken.
You set up this last
Yeah.
before, like, oh,
And you see that just the final just sort of breath just as you know your friend has fallen. Naren, what do you want to do?
Naraman just screams, "Prongs!" He throws a firebolt at the thing, at the last guy.
Okay.
Okay.
No, an 11 just misses, I'm afraid.
Too busy with all the tears. It's blinding my
Yeah.
vision.
And with everyone around, it's kind of like, I don't want to hit any of my friends again.
Yeah. that's me up.
Yep. Docmer.
I'll use my bonus action to put Hunter's Mark on him. Probably change it. Run up to him with my rapiers and
Okay.
just swing through him.
This will be with advantage because of Dubry being on the other side. Yeah. How would you like to do this?
Almost like just starting from the top, I just take off his head, then swing, remove both like stone arms, and slice him. Almost what would be like the middle of him, and just leaving him in like absolute just like almost little
Just
stones
dust.
that are just left.
And with the final slash through the torso, just begins to crumble down into just a pile. Oh, excuse me, just a pile of like dust and rubble.
I'm just sort of stood staring at it, almost like just.
And as things quieten down, your gaze then once returns to just almost just like this deathly silence now. Even
Hey, the moose is dead. And you like just poke him with a big sausage-like finger. That's not fair.
Narman's already got like a regular healing potion now. It's like we need to fix the prongs. Doctor, what do we do?
I say we eat them.
Shut up, stupid rat.
There is good eating on them mooses.
that's cruel, guys. That's really cruel.
As you can see, my eyes just fading from the glowing, and the moonbeams disappearing now.
Yeah.
You just see that from glowing in rage, it just softens to tears.
Oh, and don't forget little guy in the box.
Shit.
Fuck that guy.
Runs over to Chester and just reaches in and just calls like "Gardo!" and it's like tries like just to remove the head.
As Chester's mouth opens, it's strange. It's almost like Chester is now just roaring with this primal ferocity. But this is Gardo. Yeah. So you just sort of do you pull him all the way out or?
Just the head. I want to like have like the mouth of Chester like having like the head.
There's just
hanging out.
like a chin and some flamey green eyes above a lower
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Just want to have like the head like now, do it like this and I like hold his mouth open so it like closes like around his neck a bit but doesn't like choke him, just like has his head hanging out of his mouth like a dog toy.
Doesn't
Okay.
he still have the manacles on?
Yeah, underneath the ropes.
Yeah. Just like a head poking out like this. If that's possible.
So wouldn't he need the hands poking out at the same time if he's in the stocks?
Yeah, it's like he's basically like he's in the stocks, but
Ah.
like the rest of his body is kind of like his legs are sort of pulled up to his chest and kind of wrapped around. But yeah, you can basically like hold,
Sorry.
you can basically pull up the stocks. So there's kind of like his hands, and you can see them like flaming with this like green energy, which you recognise as the same eldritch sort of forces which you used to employ.
So why isn't we killing this little guy?
Never mind that right now. We need to help the poor Dokma. Dokma, what do we do?
There's a ritual I can do, but it takes some time.
What? So you can like bring him back?
Oh, hold on, let me just delete his token
I could,
for now.
I could use a rest.
We should go back to town. That'll be the best thing.
I can call forth his.
If we go back to town, I'm going to spend my time looking for the bastard that cursed me. So I can cleave his head in.
What do you need, Dokma, dear?
I have everything that I need with me. I did bring what I needed with me in case of ever this happening, but never thought I'd have to use it. But it takes around 8 hours for me to do this. It's a very long time.
We should head back then. And trust. I've already forgotten people's names, for God's sake. Let's just go back to town, for God's sakes. Do you want a hand? We can use Chester.
Oh, it's all right. I got him, and I'll like pick him up.
I don't actually need his body.
What? So we can eat him?
No, don't. Shut up, you.
Oh, sorry.
Don't
now.
carry to them, Dokma. You need the body. You can't create the moose out of nothing, dear.
Well, I can call its spirit from the world beyond ours. I can use magic to create a new body for it. I don't really want his soul going back into this beaten one.
Oh my God, we're going to eat him, aren't we? I'm not having any part of this.
Barbecue moose.
So, what's everyone doing? The room is just the room is deathly silent. At this point, actually, with what's been going on, if anybody would be sort of like looking around the room or anything, keep an eye out. You can see the vampire Issam just kind of leaning back against the wall over here, basically at the entrance, like his loom. He just seems to be watching what's going on. Doesn't seem to be like a smile or anything on his face, just very much just like just observing what's going on. Sorry, what did you say, Chris?
Did you see my message that I sent you?
No, I didn't. Hold on.
Just have a quick read through.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So, what are we doing? We going back town, or are we going to go and find somewhere to hole up and do a ritual and some cooking?
We should go back to Serana. She may have ways to amend and fix our dear friend, as well as help us in other regards, and maybe even Motgar.
I guess we are right near the
Tell you
entrance.
what, I'll put his token out so we can see where he is. Why is he not in the thingy?
You're not
He's
eating
gone.
this creature. I'm gonna bury it.
Yes, that would be rather...
It deserves.
Oh, that's why.
It was
that's
a
what he is.
friend. You can't eat a friend.
What-
Well,
what
you
kind
can,
of
but
a-
that's a bit rude.
What kind of a dude wouldn't want to eat something from natural?
You do seem a bit of a
Isn't that
waste.
the circle of life? You kill something, you eat. You have to eat it.
Anyway,
He
we're
will
leaving.
be
Don't touch
resurrected.
him.
I want to bury him,
Oh, well,
and I want that
Okay.
horned one to stop slabbering everywhere and wipe your mouth. You're not eating this one.
but
No.
whatever. Here you go. You can carry him.
Thank you, Kraylin.
I grab him, stick him on the.
Sort of pick my head up and sort of turn to face everybody and start walking towards everyone.
I'll point towards the black gate for Dogma. Dogma, dear, if you wouldn't mind opening the gate to Serana. You're the only one who really has the gate. It's okay,
gonna-
my dear.
That sort of
As you start carrying prongs up towards the entrance, you hear the footsteps of Issam the vampire kind of approaching the group there. I would be very careful with that small one that you have captured. He's not what he seems.
What do you mean, dear? Do you know what caused this? What happened to him? Tell me what you know, goddammit. I'm sorry, I'm very upset.
Torment is almost pleasant to watch.
I'm gonna. turn- Sorry. Go on.
No, that's fine. You turn to him.
No. Go ahead.
All right, okay. Tell me, friend, what do you know of the afterlife? Speaking to you, Narman.
Well, people die and they're gone.
It has a new
Sometimes,
moose in it.
There are spells that can bring people back, and souls that can be brought back and animate dead. Is sort of. I'm not really well versed in death, really.
It appears that, yes, you are correct. Your friend has been possibly brought back. He is now what is known as a revenant.
Wait, Gardo died.
It seems so, my friend.
Why would he think that?
Every time he says the word friend, you almost just got the sense of the fangs just kind of friend.
So what's a remnant?
A revenant. It's a fairly simple. If a soul dies or passes on into the afterlife with some deep reason for vengeance or possibly justice, some tormented justice, they can be resurrected as a revenant. They will follow this end as much as they can. You strike him down, he will only return, possibly stronger.
So probably a good thing we put him in the chest then.
If you think that wise.
It's
However,
certainly-
as I said, he may rise again, but it may not be that body that he rises from. The body may perish, the soul may live on elsewhere.
Just while I've got prongs still kind of flipped up over the back of my neck, holding holding two of his legs in each of my hands. I'm just gonna turn and face this guy, and not actually casting it, but you can see my hands start to glow as if I was ready to cast daylight, and I'm just going to turn. I'm just going to kind of, in a way, growling at him.
Easy, friend of blue. I mean you no harm. I am simply telling you what sort of
Doing anything.
mishap you have gotten yourselves into.
Yes,
You
we have
haven't.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just going to. You haven't been much help so far.
I have
We're
helped
gonna
you
go-
as
Tell
I
us
have
what
helped you as
happened
much
then.
as I can. Perhaps your half-elf friend there gestures towards Dokma. Maybe there is something he is not telling you. And there's this sick grin across his face.
We're going to go, and you're going to stay.
I
And we'll
cannot
be
leave
back.
this place if I wanted to. You have
Sure,
already
I can.
shown that you do not care if I leave or stay.
We may still dispatch you if you're going to be much help. 'Cause I'm just still pissed off at the fact that he hasn't helped in any way with the fighting too.
You can try.
Right, enough of this aggressiveness. How do we save Gardo, or was he just forever going to try to slaughter me, thinking I did something horrible to him? Is there any redemption? How can I help my friend?
How much is your friend worth to you?
More than anything. All of my friends are of equal value.
Starts pacing a little bit closer to you. There may be one in the depths of the Doom Vault who may be able to help you. There are certain masters of necromancy. They may be able to help you out with this. Whether they will be forthcoming with their abilities, I cannot say. But I tell you this, unless it is dealt with, this Gardo will chase you, and only you, till the end of his days. Forever and ever, endlessly hunting you down, growing stronger each time he falls.
Is Gardo's head still poking out the top of the chest?
Yeah,
right?
I assumed that you've lifted him out of there, unless you want to stuff him back
I
down.
was just checking in case I need to open the chest and give him another breather.
You know,
His head's
kind
still
of.
sticking out at the
Yeah, you
moment.
kind of know how it works. So you just like every now and again, just like a. Interesting. Revenants don't need to breathe.
Oh, good.
So yeah, technically, yeah, you don't necessarily need to, but not really knowing that, you still do it anyway.
Yeah, we don't really know they need to breathe, or not.
Does
So-
Isem mention anything, seeing us doing this?
He's been saying these things as you've sort of been.
Breathing Gardo.
Oh no, he's not mentioned anything of that nature.
Okay.
Yeah. So, these necromancers, would they be able to undo what's been done, or just send his soul to rest? What do you think would happen to him?
Like I said, they may be able to end the affliction on your dear friend. Whether they will be willing, forthcoming with their abilities, I could not say.
Thank you, my dear. We'll return shortly, and
You're
I think you've more than
quite
proven yourself to
welcome.
be trustworthy.
As
And
trustworthy
will-
as I need to be. Once
Aaron
again,
will,
once
reach out a
again,
hand.
once again, just looking. Sort of, you see his eyes sort of glance over to Dokma, and then back at you.
No one reaches out a hand to him. Thank you for the information, my dear. You're a star.
He takes your hand and almost just like with a supernatural speed, kind of just pulls you in closer. I will see you again. Just takes a deep inhale of your, almost just like your very being, just very creepily, just pulls you close. And you can see just sort of like deep into his eyes. No malice at all, just enjoyment almost at what's going on.
Norman just kind of smiles.
Right,
Oh
yes.
dear, behave. Buy me dinner first, would you?
Would I hear what you guys are still saying from where I am?
Yeah, this has basically been saying what would be going on. It's not particularly loud in here, so it's fairly easy to hear what's being said.
I'm just like sullenly standing, facing this black gate, then still holding prongs over
Yeah.
my shoulders,
Okay.
facing away from everybody.
With that, Isem decides to
So
actually
he's
he
dead then. And I'll
comes
be
comes
like,
over to walks up to Dokma. The trinket that I gave you, I hope you find a good use for it. And then he just kind of turns into this misty kind of form, which just shoots off towards the towards his tomb, I suppose.
Right, Dokma, we're leaving for town. getting your friend back. We're fixing Watgar, and we're going to try to find a cure for dear Gardo in this bloody vault soon. Chester, hey boy. Sort of like walk.
As like you sort of turn to look at me, like you're how to word this.
Best you want.
It's almost like I look myself, but it almost like I don't feel myself. There's like this look of doubt, like if
If you've made the right decision or not.
yeah, if I've made the right decision or not.
Are you okay, dear? What's wrong?
Nothing, Aaron. I'm just not feeling just myself.
Make me a deception check.
Would I do an insight against that?
Yeah, if you give me an insight with advantage at this point, but no advantage on the deception, I'm afraid.
Check.
Yeah, it seems that I mean, yeah, you're just. He's just lost his friend. He's hard to put into words what's going on.
It's alright, Dogma. You'll be able to get a new moose. Don't worry.
Narman just kind of nods. Takes like about a foot back almost, kind of like, hey, Dogma, clench your teeth, and just slaps him across the face. Come on,
Hey,
dear,
can I
snap
do
out
that?
of it.
You feel just a slap across your face.
We'll get your friend back.
Doesn't hurt too much, but
No, it's like it's a love tap. Narman.
love tap, baby, love tap.
You'll be alright, dear. Trust me. We can undo everything here. Trust me, I've never lied to you before.
Okay, give me a perception check as you sort of got a bit closer to him.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going for another check, but sure. I was just trying
No,
to
it's-
slap
that's fine.
there. Perception.
Now you've gotten a little bit sort of up close to slap around the face. You notice that it was harder to sort of see at a distance, but now you're up closer, you can see that there is a very faint change to the skin colour. Almost impossible to notice, but now you've gotten up closer, it doesn't seem like the natural healthy sort of glow that Dogma has. And you can see just the very faint change in colour of his irises, which seem to be sort of they're not eyes that you recognise. They're his, but it seems like a different colour. It's a slightly different shape.
Okie dokie. I'll not mention anything.
Okay.
Just so plain on. Come on, dear. Head back to town. We'll get you a good food drink. We'll get your friend back. We'll get him the biggest, whatever those bloody things eat. Flowers, dandelions, frogs, whatever he wants. We'll have a feast of frogs, alright? Go. Open gate.
Time out of here.
Focus.
At that
Open gate.
point, I walk over and I go to.
Yeah, that's an intelligence check, please.
Alright,
As,
like to have his mind busy.
As Narman's getting closer, still not turning in any way, not turning my head, just still holding it down, waiting for the door to open. I'm just gonna.
Just
Hot.
unskilled. And
Yeah, it's an unskilled intelligence. Sorry, an Arcana check. Sorry.
okay.
So yeah, if you want to re-roll that one.
I'm just gonna grumble to Narman. Informative
Yeah, easy enough.
doesn't mean trustworthy.
No, but it's still good to have someone who's trying to tell us good things as opposed to hurt us.
Could have tried to help.
Dogma, are you gonna wear that scary armour into town?
I will take it off when we get in there, because if I remember rightly, it takes us inside the magic school and not outside.
Alright,
Oh
just...
yes, you don't want to evaporate, do you?
What? You'll evaporate?
No, his clothes, I mean, it'd just like sort of melted and he'd be nude. And then it'd be like, so it'd be really awkward because, hello, Zerana, we're back. Also, I'm Dogma and I'm naked.
I would say
at my
that's some
boxes, yeah.
bad
I have sent you down to change as soon as I get there. I'm
Please don't
already
do
got
it in
the
front
portal
of her.
open, so please
Yeah.
hurry through. Just
Okay,
clean
just
this up.
Holding the glyph key, the black smoke kind of swirls for a second into a circular portal, and you see the room that Serrano was in.
on you lot.
You all step through.
Yep.
Okay.
All through.
Let me just change. 'Cause I think there is a. there
You're
should be-
back really quickly.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Oh no, there isn't a map for that because I did some jiggery pokery. So for now, we'll just have to sit in this sit in
it's
this
fine.
area because I did
Fine,
some.
Sure,
But yeah,
fine.
yeah. So you all step through the portal, and Docma, you sort of follow them behind. The gate kind of just shimmers out down in front of you. It seems that Serana was like she sat at a desk, scribbling away with some stuff. Some of the slaves and prisoners that you've captured, it seems she's sorted out very simple bedding for them. There's like maybe 3 or 4 who seem to be resting, just sort of off to the side of the room. She recognises that you come back. Sort of first sort of figuring like happiness that to sort of see that you're still alive, and then seeing the very limp form of Prongs, and she just kind of goes sort of silent, walks up to Kraylin. What's happened? What's befallen this poor creature? Are the rest of you okay?
He's at peace now.
A stone thing hit it and it died.
Hey, and he won't let us eat it.
No, we're not eating our friend. He's not dead permanently. Our dear friend Doc was able to return his spirit to not this body, but a different body. Never mind that. We've come back to town.
But I don't want to eat its spirit. I want to eat its body.
I'm just gonna
For
throw
Tom's
Wadgar a really dirty look.
Which is matched by Serana as well, as the two of them
Yeah.
sort of look in your direction, and in fact probably Nariman as well. Just
Yeah,
like the-
Norman
the-
is not happy.
The 3 of them sort of glare in your direction. You see Serana raise like an eyebrow in your direction. Doesn't say anything, but seems like she's sort of backing up. But
I'll kind of get the mood in the room and go, well, it is a waste.
how can I help? What can I do? Is there anything that I can do?
We have a couple of problems
I
to
can maybe
address, but first, I think our dear
patch
friend
some of
Doc-
your wounds. Are any of you hurt? Is there anything that I can do?
Vodka, I think you got a bit smacked around a bit, didn't you? Docma, you
Bit
should
smacked
go off and do
around.
your ritual. Have you got anywhere private and Docma can perform his ritual, Serana, dear?
Yes, there is a.
Like not even like listening to this, I literally just walked straight out
Yeah.
of the room, and I literally walked almost if anyone's watching me or follows me, I literally walked straight out of town and into the woods.
Alright, yeah, so, and you remember that when you came in here, the portals were very much like, they weren't doorways, they were kind of almost portals to different areas, but, yeah, you see Dogma stride out of the portal that you originally came out of, and it looked like Serana was about to say something, and then was just cut short as Dogma sort of disappears through the portal. I hope he finds a relief. It's terrible to lose such a close friend like that.
Yes, I know the feeling.
Where
Well,
are
you
we?
only knew him for like a week.
Hmm?
You only
Sorry.
knew it. You only knew it for like a week.
What? Is he only had his moose a week?
Oh, a bit. Yeah. Only like I think it was like a day longer than we know you.
Oh.
I understand what you're saying, but I fear with the sort of bond that his type has with their creatures of the hunt, it can sometimes be so much more than a simple friendship. But I'm not super knowledgeable out of these things. Anyway, he's gone for now. I hope everything is fine. Wadgar, is there anything I can do to help? You look terribly wounded.
If I have 8 hours, I'll fix myself up. I just need a good
You sure
rest
that you're
and a good meal.
You sure there's
Never
nothing I can
mind
do?
Vodka,
She
you were
looks-
saying you wanted to go back. You said you got cursed by someone.
Aye.
Well, Vodka is convinced he's got a curse. If you could give
got a
anything you can
curse?
do. He says he does anyway. Could you have any way to? Well, no,
You
I
told me
did
not to have a
detect
curse.
it. I did detect it. Yeah, never mind. No, I did a bit of a poke around in his brain a little bit, and sort of there seems to be some sort of influence that's dampening him a little bit. There's some sort of curse.
Very well. I'll see what I can find out. And she comes closer to you and kind of down on one knee and kind of just sort of closing her eyes and sort of moving her hands around your body, doing a bit of an arcana check. Yes, there's definitely some sort of curse that's befallen you. I'm not entirely sure where it's emanating from, but it seems to be on your person. Is there anything that's happened to you lately, or something that you've maybe picked up or something?
Oh, I do have this really cool pickaxe. War pick?
Do
Maybe
you
this?
do you bring it out?
Yeah, I sure do. I have it basically just hanging
Just
at my hip.
Is it still throbbing?
How much hit points are you at, Dokma? Sorry, not Dokma, Watgar.
27.
Then no, it's
23.
Then no, it's not. Yeah, she sort of confused, kind of does the similar sort of looks around, looks over the weapon, hands over it, sort of recoils with a yes. I think that's the curse item.
His weapon?
If you want, I can break the attunement on the weapon, but I can only do there's one of two things I can do to help. I can remove the curse and let him drop the weapon and take it away from him. He will still be cursed, but he will no longer have the weapon in his hand, and hopefully it will lessen the effect over time. Or I can break the curse on the item himself. You will still be able to wield and use the item but unfortunately you yourself will still be cursed. I can't do both at the moment.
Well, what guards your decision?
I say I still use the item, and then perhaps we can remove the curse on a little bit.
So you
I
want me
think
to?
the item is too valuable right now.
You want me to end the curse on you, but not the item?
You want to keep it? Why would you want to keep something that's going to sap your strength?
Well, you would be unattuned, so it would just basically work as a basic war pick. It wouldn't have any of the effects of Mercy's Bite.
Oh. Well, the weapon has proven itself to be a valuable asset. If I drop it, I don't know how effective I'll be.
My dear, you walked just fine. You worked just fine up until this point. Get rid of it. It's obviously not good. You nearly murdered something innocent in there. It's clearly having an influence on your mind, and I think you yourself are not of sound mind to make this decision after all.
What? He did?
Didn't he? We seen he was just trying to murder that thing.
Yeah, it seemed like the Sahagwin Baron was kind of bending to your will in a manner, but Watgar seemed unable to stop himself from carrying on striking the beast. You were aware, Watgar. Yeah, you were aware, Watgar, that after a time you're like this. It wasn't your actions that were causing you to strike with the weapon. It's entirely your choice, my friend, but...
I guess I'll drop... If I can get my strength back, I guess I'll drop it then.
Well, can't say whether your strength will return. That's an entirely different effect. However, the strength may return over time. All I can do is...
I have an idea that may restore your strength, Watgar, so let's break the curse for now and sort of stop this cycle and get rid of the axe.
Fine.
I'm gonna go get some food. And I'm gonna
If you think so, Nariman, you are the magical expert.
Thank you, dear. I only have your best interest in heart.
I'm gonna push my way through the middle of the group, head still down, and just say, "Do whatever you're doing. I'll see you all back at the end." And I'm just gonna wander off with prongs over my shoulders.
You're gonna bury him at the life tree.
Oh, well, yeah. So if you're the one carrying prongs, would you have left with Dokma? Because Dokma is obviously wanting to go and.
No, I've literally just walked off.
Oh, fair enough. Right. Okay.
He went to resurrect him. I'm gonna go to bury him.
Okay, fair enough. No worries. Yes. So
that's our circle of life.
Yep. No worries. So, Serana takes out her spell book and kind of flicks, sort of uses like a flick of her hand, opens up a page and seems to sort of almost summon this kind of white, pale bluish energy. And almost sort of draws it from the book, puts the book back down, kind of shapes and draws out the form of the magical energy, pushes it against Watgar's form. Concentrating as deep as she can, you see the energy kind of suck its way, moving from Watgar and then kind of going to the weapon, sort of fluctuating between the two. The curse, you no longer feel the effects of the curse. The attunement is broken. You currently have just a basic war pick. The curse is still active on you, but you can now drop the weapon and not use it.
And so does anyone else, if anyone else grabs it and attunes to it, they basically would have the curse as well then?
Yep.
Okie doke.
Chester, open wide, boy.
Chester comes bounding over.
You'll have to move Gardo out the way. Naruma just kind of like shifts Gardo's like shoulders out of the way. Open, Chester! It's like sliding past.
Again, as Chester's mouth opens, just a Narriman!
Shut up, Gardo.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Has much less effect.
Yeah, but you get a sense of what is being said, and yeah, you plunge the Mercy's pick into the.
I've just got this mental image of this irate little halfling, completely wrapped up in ropes, like arms stuck in a metal thing, just sort of going out the top of a little chest, and it's just hilarious. Sorry.
You know, in Lord of the Rings, when they're all being like hogtied to be eaten by the trolls before Gandalf
Yeah.
appears
The
and
Hobbit.
Big Stone. Yeah, that's exactly what.
As the curse, as you feel the weapon and the sort of the effect of the curse sort of further affecting you, you don't feel your strength currently returning at all, but you feel that now that the weapon is gone, it's not going to continue to affect you. There is a very sort of mild sense as the weapon leaves of just a no, but it's quickly sort of quenched as the magic covers over.
So the vodka just shivers a bit. But
She sort of puts one hand on your shoulder, Serana, and one hand on your forehead. Just kind of whispers like a silent prayer to herself and over you, and just wishes you essentially, hope that your strength begins to return. I've done all I can. I'm sorry that I can't do anything more at the moment.
Actually, Serana dear, I have a little idea that you might be able to help me with.
I'll try my best. Anything
In the
if
vault,
it's-
I procured these scrolls of spells that I'm not really, equipped to really handle them. Maybe you may be better off to use them than me. I found these scrolls of lesser restoration. If you might want to give one of those a shot on what God is, if they may be able to help restore a bit of his power.
Let me double check the effects of lesser restoration.
Don't even know what they do. So Narmis is kind of like,
yeah.
here you go, take the thing.
Lesser restoration. Okay. She says, I'm afraid the lesser restoration, the magic in that particular spell is not quite as strong as what I used on your friend. It's a greater restoration that can end effects of curses. Lesser restoration, I'm not sure it would would work to restore his strength at all.
Do you know of anyone in the city that may be able to perform such a spell on our friend?
You can maybe speak to one of the enchanters in the guild. However, they usually do charge for such things. I know it's terrible to say, but
Yeah, we
it's
all have
it's a
to...
possibility if you can bend their ears, maybe.
Right.
T-
Sounds good.
I'm sorry, that's all I can give you at the moment.
No,
Just
don't
sort of
worry, my
once
dear.
again, just sort of takes your hand in, and this kind of just sort of serene kind of, and she can tell that there's maybe something sort of bothering you that you're maybe not quite letting on. There's just, she senses that there's something around you, but doesn't seem to say anything.
Mm.
Sort of wishes you, I wish you the best of. Just, I hope that everything is fine.
Thank you, dear.
Bows
Yes,
ahead.
things will be fine eventually. Narmis
How's
kind of like sideways looks towards
Yeah.
Chester.
Chester, just completely unaware of what's going on, just
With Gardo just
kind of
sort
kind of
like,
sat around Kronk at the moment, just kind of sort of pawing around like, come on, feed me more.
I'm just like playing a bit with Chester, and like I'm like poking Gardo on one shoulder and watching him spin inside Chester. Like,
It's amazing.
At this point, realizing the state that he's in, Gardo is probably not going to make much of any kind of noise at all at this point.
Hmm.
So, and to sort of wait, everyone kind of dies down and things quieten down. how are things going in the vault? Sort of looking around each one of you, seeing if anybody has like an answer. Trying to sort of move the topic on to something of a slightly happier nature.
Well, we found another sort of secret passage towards Tarulvar, one of the liches. We found out that he may be the one that saw us through that skeleton I mentioned to you about.
Yes.
We're going to go and find his factory.
Yes, we're going to go to his phylactery and destroy it.
Yes, it's a phylactery, my dear.
Bless you.
Curious look in Kronk's direction, but yeah. Very well. I mean, liches can be terrible beings of ultimate evil, but if he's maybe under possibly lock and key by the sounds of it, he may be. I wouldn't like to say he'd be willing to help you, but he may be easier to possibly bring down.
Well, maybe. He did just send some things after us to kill us and kidnapped our friends, so I believe we're probably not going to have...
Unfortunately, that's the nature of the liches in the Doom Vault. They have a sense of control over the Dread Warriors that you've obviously seen already.
Poor dear.
It's quite right. You must be famished down there. There can't be much to eat down there.
I couldn't help but have handed some rations.
Completely understand.
Yeah, can we eat?
Yes, sorry, Serenity, we're going to have to leave you. Just like Norm was kind of like, okay, we're done talking, and we're going to leave now, dear, I'm sorry.
I just,
Yeah,
before you leave, please,
Yes?
don't take too long. Obviously, if you spend too long from the time, I hate to think what may come back in areas that you may think you've cleared out.
Shit, you've got a good point.
They may come back, they may be setting up traps or something in areas, changing things around. Just hurry back. It's
all right.
difficult
We were
place to
already
leave.
back at the start. We're going a different way. We smart.
Yeah.
I
The
hope
man
so.
has a point, but
I hope so.
we will take your words to heart, dear. Thank you very much.
Now, where did I put my axe?
Your regular axe. I think you
I'm
probably.
still. I don't have my regular axe anymore. I
I
have
thought you would. I thought I
axes.
would have kept it with you.
I have two different axes now. I have an
There
axe,
is-
dragon bone axe that has that I can use to track that I can sense if there's a dragon nearby.
Hmm.
And I have a axe of command, but I don't think I've written it down.
And there is a great axe inside of Chester.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, one of the presents you got from.
Come on, Stumpy. You can decide which axe over lunch.
I'm going to be using the dragon bone one because it's awesome.
Yeah, cool.
We'll start heading towards the end.
Okay, it's probably about sort of mid-afternoon at this point. With sort of being down in the Doom Vault, it's kind of hard to sort of keep track of sort of time down there. But yeah, it's about sort of maybe like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. The city seems to be well as you step through. It's almost like just the rest of the Magic Guild seems just oblivious to what's going on. But yeah, it seems like people are still sort of rushing to and fro. There's younger children, I suppose, who look like they're probably running to a lesson. One of the back is kind of chasing them with this sort of spectral sort of puppy. Similar to like Patronus is from Harry Potter, just like this sort of spectral puppy, and it's kind of sort of chasing them along. The little ones are sort of giggling and laughing as this sort of dog chases them along.
Vodka doesn't care, he just keeps moving on.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time for this.
So, Nariman, when we was in the vault, and there was that woman who was small, who wasn't small, and was actually ugly.
Yes, the woman that tricked us, that we murdered, yes.
And you made me move really fast,
Yes.
like we did in town.
Yes.
Can I learn how to do that?
I don't know. Don't know if you're really... Technically, you probably could learn it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I could teach you, though. I've not really... These powers were more sort of manifested. I didn't really learn. It's really weird.
Like when you've had a few drinks and you do something amazing, and then you can't do it again later.
Exactly, that's exactly it. Only I can do it all the time.
Well, let's go get some drinks, see if you figure out how to teach me.
Yes, let's... A few drinks sounds like a good idea.
If they're all heading
Yeah, I was going to say we'll jump over to Kraylin, would you have been trying to follow Dokma, or would you have just
No.
been trying to find your own?
Completely solitary. I'm
Okay.
just going to wander off, and it's going to be my own little thing where I lay him to
Okay.
rest. Peace.
Right. Okay. Let's go to Dokma first. So you stride out, and yeah, people. You seem as very similar look. People around the town seem to be just going about their daily lives, unoblivious to the trials and perils that you've gone through. The image of prongs falling in battle just replaying over and over in your mind. Just a very sort of faint sense of rage is kind of sort of filling you. You're clenching your fists, almost feeling your nails kind of digging into your hand. Where are you going?
As I step out of the magic school, it's almost seems brighter.
Yeah.
Than what
Yes, you
like
step out into the
expected.
you step out into the sunlight, and the sun definitely seems to be slightly brighter than you would have expected. You're kind of having to sort of put your hand up and kind of shade your eyes ever so slightly.
With that, I sort of knowing, sort of guessing at where I think they'd go. Is I'm going to walk to the inn, and I'm going to leave them a note. Basically,
Okay.
it says,
The inn, you get to the inn, it seems to be full patronage. It actually looks like there's somebody's birthday going on at the moment. There's colourful banners strewn around. There's a big cake stacked up on a table. People cheering and singing songs loudly.
now I'm just going to sort of find a bit of pen and paper from one of like the bar staff and be like,
Going to leave this note here for the people that I was with here a few
Okay.
days ago.
Lorna sees you approach and sees kind of like happy to see you, and then kind of just descend. Like you can see her face just sort of drop as she kind of understands something's happened. Dogma, what can I do for you?
Could I have a bit of parchment?
Yes, of course. She digs around and pulls out a small bottle of ink, a piece of parchment, and as you sort of start scribbling around, she pours you out a small little drink. Hope everything's all right, love. Sort of pats you on the
as
shoulder.
I finish sort of writing the note, I just say,
Give this to whoever comes in that I was with.
and I'm literally with that. I hand the note, ignore the drink, and walk straight out.
All right, be safe, love. And takes the note, folds it up, slips it into like a little breast pocket.
And with that, I'm going to sort of walk out of the town,
Yeah.
and sort of not too far into.
You get the
woods,
sense
but
that people are kind of avoiding you now.
Yeah.
People are sort of turning around as you sort of push past, and sort of almost getting this sense of sadness and just avoiding you.
and
You
sort of
find
just-
a nice quiet glade in the forest, just
yeah.
you.
And
The
then
breeze
I,
gently blowing across the trees, a few
I
leaves
sort of-
just falling down.
I sort of find this opening up, and I just sort of sit there with cross-legged, almost like I'm about to start meditating. Sort of sit there like this, and then I just start this chant, and it's almost like I'm just repeating the same words over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And in front of me, I've got this little bowl of rare herbs and food that looks like I'm sort of mixing. I don't even know how I'm doing it 'cause I'm meditating, but I'm mixing
fine.
it at the same time. And it's all just sort of
It's almost just sort of like
and that's-
everything around you, kind of as you
it's
sit
just
down, pull out what
faded
you
out,
need.
and it's just
The-
me.
Yeah, the background just
Oh.
fades away. You're almost just like you're in your personal just bubble. Eyes closed, hands just knowing exactly what to do by the touch and the feel, the smell of the herbs, the crunch of some of the spices in your hand, the aromas that sort of fill your nose. And the chanting continues.
Yeah, I continue that for the following 8 hours.
Okay, Kraylin.
So I've already passed by the tree.
Yeah.
The crowds just completely ignoring those and wandered off into a quiet little area.
They're probably not ignoring you. They're very aware that a big blue furbolg is carrying the body of a quite a large beast. But they're
Oh no, I
sort of-
don't mean through them. I mean like it's past them, but not through them. It's
Okay,
kinda off to
yeah,
one
yeah.
side in a way. Yeah. It's I'm just not looking to interact in any way with anybody.
Okay,
at this
just
point.
shrugging off anybody that comes to sort of approaches you.
Exactly. Yeah. So
That's it.
it's just going to be a case of wandering off into a quiet little area, near the forest.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, you're going
Yeah.
outside the city gates as well.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm wandering all the way out. Basically just out as far as I go and start to slowly dig a large hole with my hands, with my bare hands,
Okay.
and put prongs into that. And
Yeah,
just bury it back
takes you
over
about
again.
20, well, probably about 30, 40 minutes to dig a large enough hole and smooth it over.
Yeah.
Do you say anything?
Yeah. The magnificent beast. May you rest in peace. And I'm just gonna, I suppose, kind of sit there and almost muttering to myself, Aaron, may you watch over this prongs. Take him in one of the great hunts and make him run free through the land of the dead. And
A great hunt doesn't sound like a safe place for a moose. Just saying.
yeah. And I'm actually going to cast something here. right?
Okay. Are you casting divination? Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, what question do you want to ask? Specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Is
you.
this?
Yeah. What do you ask?
I was just gonna say, is this undead vampire gonna give us any trouble?
You get the sense that the vampire probably. I'm assuming you're meaning Isem specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
you get the sense that you don't that he isn't going to be offering any. He isn't going to be not help. He is going to be helpful. He's not going to try and. It doesn't seem like the fates say that he will betray you in any way. Yeah.
Okay, so
It seems you get the sense from remembering what he'd said, and the nature of vampires and the essence from the gods.
okay, no problem. Well, getting this as an answer, it's going to ease my mind a little bit. Still full of sorrow. I'm just going to kneel quietly at the grave, and I'm going to meditate for a little while.
Yeah. As the Dogma, as your ritual slowly comes to an end, in the back of your mind, you almost hear a voice that you've never really recognised or heard before, despite spending as much time as you have in sort of forested regions or anything. And you just hear the voices of some sort of divine being offering support and help, almost like it's trying to help out the ritual. You get the feeling something somewhere is helping in the ritual. Almost just like someone is stood behind you, kind of guiding your hand, guiding your words. The ritual.
I
the ritual.
feel sort of like a presence behind me.
Yeah.
I don't turn to look to see who it is. I just
Okay.
just sort of know that whoever
Yeah.
it is or whatever it is friendly and is helping me
Okay.
bring.
Yeah, the ritual comes to an end. You scattering the mixture of the herbs and spices, ushering out the words of the ritual. You see the body of Prong. Well, I'm assuming are you going for the same body?
Yeah, it's going to be like the same look, but obviously it's just going to like generate from me. Like,
Yeah.
it's like almost through the woods. I see the spirit of Prongs.
Yeah, you see
start to
just
come towards me.
actually,
like
yeah,
every-
the scene from Harry Potter when Harry sees his Patronus charm just sort of dancing through the forest. You can see it's
Yeah.
as the spirit passes through, it brushes trees and bushes out of the way. More flowers seem to sort of scatter up in its wake. Trees kind of fall down. Almost, you think you see the trees kind of just parting themselves slightly as the spirit returns towards
It's
you.
like
It gives you
every,
just a
like,
look of recognition.
step he gets closer, like part of him forms, like typically he starts walking out into the open, like a hoof will form on the floor.
Mhm.
And as he comes again, like the next hoof, it just sort of slowly like regenerates his
Yeah.
body until like he's stood in front of me and just He's
Okay,
back
yeah.
there.
Just like you said, the energy sort of swells up from the hooves, works its way up. There is looking slightly different. Maybe sort of the patterning on his fur is slightly different. The horns are a different kind of look, but this is Prongs. Prongs looks at you with just kind of a mix of just sadness and happiness, and you've never really seen an animal cry. But you just see like a single tear kind of drop down Prongs' face. And Prongs bends down, kneels down in front of you, and just sort of puts his head sort of into your chest. You take your hands, wrap around his head, and kind of just embrace each other for a moment.
I just sort of rest my head on his head like that, and I want to stay there for like a amount of time. But yeah, I'm literally staying here for the night.
Okay, Kraylin, Dogma.
Oh, I'm going to be finishing off what
Oh
I'm
no,
doing.
that was just something I was going to say. You have inspiration for the next session because that was fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. Beans. So yeah, the two of you in the two of your sort of separate rituals. You spend the rest of you, Watgar, Kronk, and Nariman. You're all returning to the same inn.
Yep.
Yeah, you get back there. There's a birthday party going on. The name Frederick is plastered on these very crudely put together bunting. There's a grand-looking cake which sounds sort of slightly off-center in places, kind of wobbling over to one side and then like wobbling back. There's just a smattering of candles in various places. People just raucous song and laughter, drink flowing. There's a small band is playing in the corner. As they see you enter, a few of them sort of turn around and cheer as you enter. None of them really recognising who you are. You guess that some of them are probably pretty blind drunk by this point. And you are approached by Lorna, who sees you come across. Sort of whispers something to another one of the barmaids and kind of rushes over and says, "I've been told to give you this." She reaches in and pulls out the note that Dogma wrote, which I'm not going to say what it says, but what did it say anything in particular, Dogma?
Yeah, I'll say that.
Just to let you know that I appreciate all that you can do for me, but at this specific time I need time alone. I've gone into the woods to perform my ritual and to hopefully bring Prongs back as another being. I'm assuming you've gone to the inn, that's where I've left this note, and I will see you in the morning back at the magic school, ready to kick some more ass.
Kiss.
Yeah.
My mother's a little kiss.
Is there a kiss?
Like it's like half a kiss. Like
Half
it's
a
like he's gone. It's like he's
Gone,
gone to
dear.
put it and gone. No, I'm in far too much of a bad mood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
you
I'll
need to
like
that.
get us some drinks and like
Okay.
turn to Aaron and sort of go, "Does he do this a lot?"
Dogma, no, he likes the woods, but he's just lost a friend. Yeah, we guess we've all lost a friend. You didn't really know Gardo back when he was nice and sweet and
He
not.
was nice.
He was the loveliest little man. We were the best of friends. We actually saved him and his wife, and it was quite an ordeal. And he killed an orc, and it was amazing. And he was going off on adventures after we resurrected his wife, and we had a drinking contest. And
Well, I did try to stop him from going on the adventures, but you kind of encouraged him.
well, what God here? It wasn't.
Way to rub it in, little guy. Yeah, drink your pint.
Yeah.
Look,
No, I'm
and
looking like
third, I'm
Sam
not
Liebring.
ready to deal with all this emotional garbage. I need
So-
I need a good stiff drink, a
Where'd
hearty
you re-
meal, and a good night's sleep. Then we can talk.
Yes,
Until then, fuck y'all. And he walks to the corner of the other side of the bar and starts drinking.
Okay.
And eating.
So,
As you walk across, it seems like a few of the patrons are maybe sort of pushing, like looks like they're maybe trying to like push a drink into your hand, and then sort of seeing this kind of like sullen look on your face, they kind of retreat a little bit and let you go off to one of the corners. A few people step up from a table, see you heading in their direction, they're like, "Oh, okay, let's get out of the way."
so where do you reckon his wife is then?
Well, he said that he saw me kill his friends and family. Surely something. I don't really know. Like, you must think.
You remember
Isim
that they
said-
you remember that
yeah.
they left together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isim said that they're born, these revenants sort of are created whenever they have a source of vengeance. So she must be dead, or at least his mind altered in a way to think that I killed them.
Well, seems to me that if you've brought his wife back once, you can do it again. Why don't we
We'll
go
have to
find
find
her?
her. We'll first have to clear his mind. And though I have a couple ideas that we need to try to find those necromancers, but Kronk, you know those cars I was telling you about? The
Yeah.
cars that spawned and made magic things.
The one that makes little humans in tin mail.
Yes, the same thing created Gardo's situation. I caused this.
What?
One of those cards that when we were murdering the Kraken, I thought we were doomed, so I drew 2 cards. The one of them is what brought me and the pigeon together. The other one vanished, and it seems that is what caused this effect. I could very easily draw another card, and the same could happen to you. To what, Gar? To me.
Well, that sounds pretty awful, actually.
It does, but that's the thing
And-
with the cards. It's a good or a bad. You don't really know what you're going to get.
Well,
It's almost like it's a box of chocolates.
so another card could fix it. Is that what you're saying?
Essentially, dear.
The
Um,
magic of the deck of many things is very powerful, but the exact effects of the cards is, at this point, you've no idea.
Well, that Serrano woman says we gotta hurry, but I suppose if he's dead, and I'll point at Gardo, and she's dead, they're in no rush, so we can fix them later. Yeah? And we'll go fix them.
We will fix them, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
we'll fix them. We'll fix all of this.
I'll drink to that.
Norman just kind of quietly drinks.
Yeah.
But Norman will excuse himself early off to bed with Chester. And has just basically just had like a very strong drink with him, and he sort of like
Yeah.
just sits up in the bedroom with, I'm assuming, Garda with his head still poking out, just kind of glaring at Norman.
Yeah, luggage will. I forget what did we call it? Did we give him another name? I can't remember what it was.
Chester.
Chester. Sorry, yes, Chester. I keep calling him luggage. Yeah, Chester sort of follows you along, unable to sort of work out why you're sort of so sad and morose, but follows you along.
Oh, and I guess the pigeon would follow me as well.
Yeah, Pigeon will follow you as well and sort of sticks by your side. She's and when she gets up into the room, she basically just asks you to help her take her plate mail off. Yeah, she just
Norman does.
takes it all off. It's in a small pile, and then she just wraps around you and just embraces you in the deepest, closest hug you've had for quite some time. And you can feel just the slight drops of tears on your shoulder.
Norman just like holding her as well. Just she immediately just feels like just his body just like relaxes, and he just starts to just quietly sob.
Okay.
Just this deep sort of just deep cry.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically him for the
Okay.
night.
Kronk and
hear the-
Blockgar, are you doing anything
you
in
can-
particular?
You can
One guy
hear
is
in
finishing drinking his thing, getting the meal, and getting into his room. He
Okay.
needs a good night's sleep.
Kronk? Everyone else seems to have disappeared off now.
no, Kronk's gonna spend the rest of the night in the bar. He's gonna crack out his accordion and play some tunes.
Okay, just trying to lighten up the mood. You know, the best way to cure a broken heart is music and drinking.
Shanties.
Yeah, so it's weird when you start playing sea shanties. Some of the people are like, "Oh, it's not this guy wasn't a sailor," but they're like, "Fuck it, music!" And you spend to the wee hours of the morning just sort of drinking away. It seems, thankfully, drinks are free. It seems like Frederick, as you work out that he probably came into a little bit of money from a small mining expedition, and has thus treated the bar to an open bar, which, closer to the end of the night, it seems like he probably regrets his decision slightly. But that's where we'll end it for the night, as everyone eventually... Well, everyone has now found their way to their room. Kronk eventually quietens down. Do you go up to your room, or are you going to collapse in the...
Oh no, I'm actually going to go to my room
Yeah,
tonight. Everyone
okay.
else seems sad and morose, and
Yeah.
so it's catching a little, just smidgy bit.
Yep.
I'm actually going to sleep in my room. That's how morose I am.
Beans. Cool. Yeah, so we will pick up in the morning once everyone is bright, refreshed, and feeling slightly more themselves. Fuck me, guys. Good job, good game. Gardo!
It's so tough because Crunk knows nothing about him.
It's okay.
He's just like, I don't know this guy. Everyone's said about it.
I'm like
I
legit
don't get it.
hurt. Like it hurts here.
And as soon as you pull the card, an NPC now becomes hostile to you. It's like, oh, I know how to be a total dick. I mean, I had a few. There was a few people. Well, that's the. There's plenty of people I can choose from.
No, but Gardo hurts the most.
And that's it. I almost chose your elf friend that you left behind. Almost, but I thought, oh no, we need a hatch. We
spent so long looking after Gardo.
Yeah, we need a tearjerker. So I'm so sorry for that, but fucking hell, that was all beautiful.
That was a great session.
And Chris and Tom,
Good, yeah.
that's amazing. That was really good.
I'm kind of sad. I lost my good weapon.
Yeah.
I lost the cursed weapon that was slowly killing me.
Oh no.
Sorry, but come on.
The death of a friend, the death of a pet, the death of
a cursed weapon.
It's not
Of a
dead
cursed
yet.
weapon.
Maybe I can salvage it. I'm gonna try to figure out the fucking.
I lost my axe.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, exactly. I lost a friend, I lost another friend, I lost this, lost that. And my axe!
So
I'm sad. Not the
yeah,
vodka.
that's,
Vodka doesn't really
that's the
care.
important thing.
We're all sad and we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to people still left in the chat room, thank you for joining this Moreau session. Yeah, it's been a good one. We'll be back same time next week, and we'll find out exactly what happens with Gardo. What are we going to do with him?
Yep.
So that's good night from me, and good night from the players.
Right.
Good night.
Good night,
Let us.